start, rename, stream recordings, upload. Is he half blind? I don't know exactly what it is, but there's something essentially. I think he's got like a I can't remember the name of it, but it's something in one of his eyes which obviously limits his vision or impairs the quality of it. What am I typing here? I'm typing poker face versus new era. There we go. It wasn't cataract. No, it was something else. Not pink eye as well. No. There we go. VOD's uploading now, mods. Cheers, August. What's this? Is this new? I've not seen that pop up before. What's this? I don't read Korean, so I don't know what it says. Hopefully it's good news, right? Oh, thank you, Light.
Do I get perks for this?
Oh, you get one of the best perks. Go in, Light. You get no adverts. It has an ominous countdown. Yeah, what's happening in 2 minutes, 17 seconds? I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully we're not in some kind of Lost situation. Is that reference too old? Have you guys seen Lost? Trying to wage the age of the audience here. Thank you, 308 Winnie, as well, for the Prime. I've seen it. There we go. All right, the reference has landed. When Zarya good, we see a lot of people basically into D.Va. So you see a few teams trying to use it. Maybe specifically, we saw VP use it yesterday into Ziad, who loves to play D.Va. Ziad really only plays D.Va, bit of Ram when he has to. But we saw VP use it in combination with was it on Esperanza with a Ram ban? So then all of a sudden, Ziad's hero pool is essentially exploited here. Normally the go-to swaps against Zarya would be something like a Ramatra, maybe Winston as well, but obviously not in everyone's hero pool. Didn't Lost have a shit ending? Yeah, a really underwhelming ending. I think it's probably still worth watching, like big picture of it all, but definitely underwhelming. Like I remember when I watched Lost when it first came out, and week to week it was like you know, maybe more people have probably experienced this, but you know when Game of Thrones was in its peak and its heyday, and every week there was an episode and there was a billion theories about what this means, who's going to be related to who, how it's all going to pan out, a billion theories. It was the same with Lost. Everyone trying to figure it out, and like the hype week to week was massive. Again, I need the massive thesaurus right now to find different words, but it was honestly massive. And it felt like every time you would watch an episode, it would answer 2 of the questions you had, but raise 4 more questions about what's going on. And it was so confusing and mysterious, and kind of felt like there was nothing quite like that that had been on TV, or at least that popular before. But I guess part of the problem is they set up all these big mysteries, these elaborate, what could this mean? What could this be? And they didn't actually have great answers to it. Which is always going to lead to, I guess, an underwhelming conclusion. Does New Era have a chance to qualify? Not really. They've got to play FTG tomorrow. I think they've got to be seen as massive underdogs in that, honestly. So, I mean, you saw New Era celebrating that win. Obviously, they had to clutch out a lot on those maps. This is kind of like probably where the tail ends for New Era. But I think reasonable enough considering, like, look at that roster on paper. Do you really expect too much more from them? Probably not, right? Probably not.
This monitor has inherited the XLX monitor stand design. It has incorporated industrial-grade bearings into the height adjustment mechanism,
Industrial-grade
allowing
barriers.
easier and smoother adjustment to the exact desired height. The new monitor series continue to evolve, refining details to ensure players can perform their best consistently in games.
OC wants to collab. I'm casting with Unter. It's a duo situation, unfortunately, for OC. Attached at the hip with me, Max, I am. Why have I said it like that? Fuck me, I should have got more sleep. But yeah, no, unfortunately, casting with Unter, so I am locked into that man. A one-man kind of guy. No room for any additional partners. Where is Unter gone? He's slopping it up. Backbone or Unter? Why would you make me choose? Telling my fiance? Not saying OC's a man. Don't try and incite Hover. Grow up. Will Backbone be back later? Yes, Backbone will be back later. If all the teams with the same placement in each region played versus each other, this is like a mystery one. If all the teams with the same placement in each region played versus each other, how many would Korea win? I.e., first in all three regions versus each other, second in all three regions. Ugh. It's like too complicated a question, sis. Korea is the easy answer. I think once you get out of the top 3 in Korea though, like let's take the hypothetical that we're looking at some like teams like FTG, Wei, T1 versus like who is it now? Like it's like Genji, TM, TU. And that starts to look a lot more even, right? I know like TM and TU haven't really had the best of the opening stages, but that starts to look a lot closer to me. But I think the top of Korea right now is, well, I mean, it was true last year, but I think it's maybe even truer this year. Was Backbone the backbone of Chris's career? Now Chris has his own backbone. You know what I mean. Just in time for big games? Yeah, seeding tournament now, so stakes not that high, but when the top teams play each other, I mean, they're always going to try, right? Only British person I fuck with? Honestly, Jengwin, there's a few good ones. I'd say use me as an example to even branch out to more British people. Vesta doesn't even fit. Yeah, I think once you get to the bottom, who's the best of the bottom? The problem is once you're in the bottom, there's just a lot of underwhelming teams, you know? Maybe Vision is the best looking team out of the bottom of each region. 매번 성장하고 있는 모습을 보여주고는 웨이예요. 어제 파라이소를 잡고 나서 나왔던 이야기가 라쿤 상대로 한 세트 땄다. 우리 성장했다. 이런 이야기가 나왔었거든요. 저는 그냥 좀 붙여보고 싶어요. 밀가루가 제타의 저 정말 간악한 메인탱 괴롭히기를 견딜까? 해피의 시그마가 제타 상대로 버틸 수 있을까? 이런 게 너무 궁금해가지고요. 네. 잠시 후에 그 부분 만나보도록 하겠고요. 그 전에 대표분들 인터뷰 준비됐다고 합니다. 만나보시죠. Do you think Backbone is cured for common cold? Yeah, I think it only took him a few minutes, so I think he's good for it. It's a shame he won't share it with anyone else, but at least he benefits at least.
제타 웨이 경기 시작 전 각 팀의 대표분들과 함께 인터뷰 진행해 보도록 하겠습니다. 먼저 제타 디비전 팀 만나볼게요. 네, 안녕하세요. 제타 디비전의 코치 모비딕이라고 합니다. 반갑습니다.
Also telling me for Chinese someone. Who are we talking about? Oh, Billading? Yeah, when we watched, what was it called? Pro Chaser? Billading really seemed like actually a pretty big talent on the tank role. So hopefully he's on, is he on Rock? Is that right? Rock are probably expected to be the second strongest team in China behind once again. Look at admin chat, love my unban requests. Why did we ban this guy? Did I ban him yesterday? I banned some people yesterday. Unban request denied. Oh, but he was friends with PGE? He's trying to name drop his way out of this ban. Nice try. Nice try. I mean, it's not someone you know. It's just like it just looks like a random Twitch name. It's one of PG in the PG posse, I guess.
큰 로스터 변경 없이 끈끈한 팀워크로 OWCS 강팀 반열에 당당하게 올라선 제타 디비전. 그리고 신인 선수들과 베테랑 선수들의 조화로 초신성으로.
Yeah, but is he friends with PGE or is he friends with PGE? You know. What did they do to get banned? I can't remember now. There was a couple of people I banned yesterday who were just like, they just came in, and you know the sort of people who come into chat and they just start typing loads of stuff, clearly like desperate for attention type thing. There was a couple of people like that yesterday that saw a swiftly guided to the door.
많이 칭얼대나요?
제 생각에 좀 심한 것 같긴 한데.
왜 이렇게 칭얼거려, 자기야? 짤로 꼭 만들어 주시기 바랍니다.
I'm not really an expert at this, so I couldn't tell you.
선수들에게 어떤 의미일까요?
후아유 형은 이제 저희 팀의 아빠 같은 존재고요. 자 이제 힘든 일이 있을 때마다 묵묵히 도와주.
What did they type? I can't even remember now.
뒤에서 좀 잘 대주고.
I just remember there being a couple yesterday. I think they were both during Korea.
아빠 같은 후아유 선수의 매력을 말씀해
If all the Korean imports, or hypotheticals, all the Korean imports and EMEA made a team, how good would they be? So it'd be Simple, probably like Simple, Fixer, Twilight, Mag, Jaewoo Checkmate. Maybe a little bit short of a hit scan here, but we've seen teams make it work without like playing that much hit scan. So I mean, Jaewoo and Checkmate would be like an outrageously good DPS combo. So I think they'd be in and around the top teams, honestly.
뭐 원사이드 할 수 있어도 저희는 항상 재미있는 경기 만들 수 있도록.
You know him intimately? Oh yeah.
정말 단단합니다.
Fortunately, that doesn't carry any weight here.
아니면 웨이 같은 뉴페이스가 승리해 OWCS가 더 재밌다.
Can we pred if a caster makes an unintentional way pun? I mean, the odds will be like 1.0005, I'd say. It's impossible Unter and I go an entire way series without running into a classic. Perhaps for way, you know, like some kind of way word trap. This is why I'm excited to have Gooshway back. Gooshway utilizes whole hog to launch his primal. Let's see it. Go on, Gooshway.
뭐 우리 팀 경기 재밌잖아요, 여러분들.
Good for one.
여기까지입니다.
우리 팀 경기 재밌잖아요.
This is an old clip.
Dodgers
for rock.
자, 이렇게 양 팀의 대표분들과 인터뷰 나눠봤고요. 그렇다면 오늘의 두 번째 경기 웹세트도 확인해 보시죠.
Go on, finish it, finish it. Ah, shades of Miro actually. It is a quality clip though. Morning, Debbie.
아빠처럼 이제 끌고 가느냐. 모성애와 모성애의 싸움. 오늘 저 부부 싸움 날이에요, 그러면. 같은 집안이긴 한가요? 그러니까 애들끼리 싸움.
No idea, Sant. I don't really watch any Korean ranks, so it's a mystery to me. Will you co-stream China? Yes. Yeah, I'll co-stream the Chinese qualifiers. Maybe not the open qualifiers, but I'll co-stream the China, like the OWCS itself. Ooh, I wish we'd talk a bit more about perks. Yeah, we're trying to work it in where we can, Hemo. I feel like there's always like the way I'm sort of feeling about it now is there's like a tier list of importance in fights, and the ults always take such like a big precedent that it's like the perk difference is never gonna make the same difference as the ults. But no, we'll try and work it in more. We are trying to. Morning. I'm gonna say this one. Is it Verena? VU4 UN4. Vuana? My hot streak of pronouncing names correctly has ended after one. I think with that. But yeah, I'll co-stream it's on the China subject. Yeah, I'll co-stream most of it. As long as it doesn't clash. I've already made some plans in March because I wasn't sure exactly when it would be, so I just made the plans. But I think I should be good for most of it outside the open qualifiers. Morning, Fat Fat.
웨이 입장에서는 그 땡같이 퍽이 굉장히 좀 메리트 있게 느껴질 것 같고.
Did you see Dia's message thing? No.
지난번에 봤을 때 페피 선수가
I saw there was a thread on Reddit, but it was unfortunately it was a sort of a classic. Didn't take the time to read it type thing. Wedding is in June, Enigma. So getting closer. Wholesome. 27th to 31st. I should be good for it then. It was nice and wholesome. That's good then. I feel like my strong memory of Dia is as like the best player on the worst team, you know? I feel like that was it season 1 Shanghai. I thought like he actually was it. I feel like he was on season 1 Shanghai. No, am I misremembering that? I feel like I have like a strong memory of him looking like the best player on that team. I mean, I guess ultimately the best player from that team turned out to be Fearless. Now was maybe a harder one to predict at the time. Only player to get player of the match while losing. Oh yeah, I remember that. They should do that more often. I think especially in like 3-2s and stuff. You know, you can be the best player. You can be the best player while losing. You say EMEA is an old fella region, wait until China. We'll see some names, I'm sure. Dia still playing? Yeah? Yeah, I believe he's going to be playing China, right? Literally a father? Why not, mate? If you're still good for it, you're still good for it. Don't let your kids hold you back. Have a message of the day? Maybe that's the message of the day. Is there a single person left from Overwatch League Season 1 still competing other than Dia? Soon, right? Obviously, Soon had a break in the middle, right, where he went to play Valorant. Is there somebody else? Bernard, yeah, good shout. Who are you? Yeah, good shout. Oh, there's a billion. Was who are you in the league season 1? Maybe not. But he was playing at the time, right? So he's like in terms of length of servers, if you want to call it that. Was there anyone else from the West? Or anyone else at all, I guess, really. When did Violet join? Was Violet season 2, right? Oh, Dante, yeah, Dante was too young. If I remember right, Dante was too young to play the first half of Overwatch League Season 1. He was on Shock. Yeah, still plays Collegiate a bit. Kai would have been playing at the time, but he wasn't in Overwatch League Season 1. Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends how you want to, like, because a lot of these players would have been playing at the time, but wouldn't have been in Overwatch League until later. Twilight? I think he's probably, I can look it up as well. Feels like we've still got a little bit of time, right? Overwatch. Let's go to this one. There we go. Skimming. Kalios obviously still playing in Japan. Japan OWCS right now.
또 나왔었어요. 안 그래도 그 어제 이어서 오늘 또 오신 관객분이 쉬는 시간에 잠깐 저한테 말을 거셨는데.
Yeah, there's probably more as well. This is just the easiest one to look up because there's probably loads of other players still playing at the time as well.
오늘도 오셨는데 오늘도 제게 걸리셨어요. 부장? 예, 그래서 고민이 오늘도 됐거든요.
I guess Izzyaki doesn't have a team this year, right? But
중복이기도 하고.
Izzyaki in the running as well. I think Izzyaki only joined Valiant halfway through the season, though.
잘된 건가요?라고 여쭤봤는데 다행히 좋다고 해주셔서 감사합니다. 제가 검색을 좀 해봤는데 니즈가 많아요. 맞아요. 아니 저도 제보 받고 검색을 해봤거든요. 제걸
Architect, yeah, same category as Soon, right? Took like a break.
근데 저희가 깨달아야 될 게 하나 있어요. 그 모든 것을 아우르는 이시훈 아나운서님의 포카. 아 그죠. 그게 약간 조커 카드 같은 거예요. 네, 퀄리티가 여기 계시죠? 아주 심해요. 네.
Teams used to be huge. Yeah, these first 2 seasons with this was when the money was flowing freely in these opening seasons, you know, like these sides on these rosters, season 1 and season 2, the money tap was well and truly open. Ameng still playing? Oh, good shout, actually.
올드보이즈의 대결. 야, 오버워치 씬에서 10년 동안 살아남은 두 남자의 대결입니다. 야, 사실 10년 차에 저보다
all of these China players are still playing. Oh, yeah, there's Twilight there on Vancouver Titans. Is that his first appearance in the league then? There's Violet as well.
OWCS까지 계속 있었던 거예요. 맞아요.
제가 이 두 선수가 데뷔할 때 대학생이었는데
지금도 대학생이잖아요. 왜 이래요? 혹시 뭐 퀘스트 수락 버튼을 안 누르시는
Ooh, old boys.
아 완료 버튼을 안 누르고 수락은 10년 전에 눌렀는데
이런 사람은 처음 봤어요. 아직까지도 대학을 다니고.
과연 누가 더 길지? 대학생
Just what we were talking about. We're on the same page with the broadcast here. Actually, just a full-time unk situation, it seems. All right. Where are we going? Where are we going? Ripper and Sky Ripper different players. Yeah, they are. Both play flex support. Both Ripper is Finnish. Sky Ripper is Romanian. All right. All right. So Alpha Yi is in. First thing of note. All right, lock in. It's the seeding tournament. It's heating up. Was Ripper on Hurricane? He was, yeah. He was promoted with rest of us. Ooh, bit of a shout to the crowd right now. Zeta Division getting them fired up. And it's going to be a ball ban from Zeta Division. Obviously, Zeta Division, one of the teams, don't really have the same quality ball as like Wei, T1, Crazy Raccoon. Gonna use the ball ban here early, so there is maybe a bit of a question mark. Big picture, was this the best place to use the ball ban? We'll wait and see. They're going to start on Malga, which Zeta Division have been running a lot of, into the Hazard here. And Akiri for Zeta Division as well, alongside Farah and Sojin. So, slow and pokey, lots of control. And they already have control of this dojo side right now, control of Choke, where you're going to have to try and retake from 2 different angles right now. You see Maka actually on this far side, forcing Alpha Yi back right now. But a slow and steady fight. Gone really deep, actually, has Who Are You. Has the Mega to play with right now, but Alpha Yi's marking that side as Bernard is going to try and force point as it unlocks here.
Who Are You? He's got the angle for the engagement, but they know where he is. They have the critical information required to mark him out. Aid as well. Hang about. Maka's got a nade onto Violet. Couple of shots. And that's going to be a 1-for-1 trade that I want to say favors Wei, on account of the fact that now they can go deep. It doesn't favor Wei. They've got no goddamn hope. Burn is just holding down the point. The cap is going to go the way of Zeta Division, and even taking down Violet, not enough to break open this fight for Wei. Aid, he's been doing a hell of a lot of damage, though. I mean, this guy's already 50% of the bob. Is he shooting the Malga? I saw him back a bridge in main, so I don't know where 50% of the bob spawned in from, to be honest. But not a bad fight damage-wise for Wei, but, you know, a fight win wouldn't go astray as well.
No, it's going to still be a while till they get up to these ults as well, so it's maybe going to be a slow retake for them. Looks like they want to come through the inside track, but this is going to allow Bernard to really just anchor point for a very long time. Who Are You is going to try and get the initial touch. He's going to get forced back here. Maka's going to get close to the Nano right now, which may be the first go. Alpha Yi may be in a spot of bother. Tries to get himself out of dodge, will manage to. Double pocket coming through for Alpha Yi as he continues to try and keep his left-hand side locked down. Who Are You has once again negotiated a pretty deep position for himself, but they've lost Lee Soo-min on the way through. Violet's missed for sleep right now, so maybe a chance for Who Are You to clutch. Such a long distance for Milgaru to try and cross to get to this backline, and they do actually help connect with Who Are You, and it's... the Nano Jacks, he nearly got out! Would have been huge. Who Are You was going to be able to do so much with that. Now, just going to have to be a reset for Wei.
feels like Who Are You's being teased again and again. He dashes through people. It feels like there's a kill about to be delivered on the screen, but instead somebody, no reset, and instead just the tiniest little bit of pocket to keep them alive. Finally, Marker comes in with the final tease with that Nano Jax. If only this LAN tournament was played on LAN rather than on ping. 30 milliseconds really can make a difference. People that move in slow motion be damned. Alfie hovering in on the side now. He's looking for an angle. Lee Soo-min taking a hell of a lot of damage. Same for Who Are You, but looks like Wei are capable of keeping everybody healthy. AIDS Bob is holding it down on the objective, but Finn, he's TP'd on. He's used ult. Suzu, everything in the kitchen sink. Wei appear to have flipped out into main though, so no kills converted from this just yet. Milgari taking a bit of damage. Lee Soo-min's beat catches everybody except for Who Are You. He's got the blade, but I'm not sure if he's even going to be able to pull it because he's under so much pressure. Aid finds Violet. The clock from the skipper is good though, and that's both DPS going down. Oh, you're damn right about that, Sadie, because there's no DPS ults online. Lee Soo-min might be able to find Finn, but I do get the feeling that ZETA Division might be about to 100-0.
Yes, it's a caged barrage as well for the last remaining wave player there in ZETA Division. Taking that one comfortably in the end there. Maybe there was a different world there if Who Are You didn't, or the Nano Jax didn't go through onto Who Are You. I feel like the bigger problem for Wei is Who Are You kept getting these good positions, but there was never a setup from Milgaru as well, right? We talk about how dangerous this Hazard Genji have been since Hazard's been introduced to the game, but it didn't really feel like Milgaru ever got onto a meaningful target on the backline or in the form of a Sojourn there at all.
Jeez, I mean, it felt like there were so many different moments. Oh, goodness gracious, Lee Soo-min, take the piss. It felt like there were so many moments where Who Are You might have had that opening. He was ever so close, that 1% off, but there just wasn't quite the damage. And really, Milgaru, I mean, he was the one that was struggling more than anyone, right? There's no Torb in the server. Nothing shutting him out on the Hazard, but he's still getting taken down. He didn't even build a downpour that round. Similar matchup here on Control Center, where we've got the Ana Kiri coming out for ZETA Division, the Lucio Ana for Wei. And again, it's a good point for Malga, it's a good point for Hazard. Let's see if Milgaru this time around can turn the tides a little bit, find some value.
Should be a lot easier for him on this map, and Violet is actually on the flank right now, and where is Violet going? He's just going to get taken down. That's not what you want your Ana to do. Just runs into the Lucio Genji group there. Who Are You and Lee Soo-min are quite low, but Wei do have control of all of the point. They can heal everyone up. And ZETA Division just going to wait for that Ana to respawn before fully committing to this fight. Violet's walking his way back now, but Banara's actually taking so much damage, and the wall is good from Milgaru. So it will continue to be an easy series of events for Wei to deal with right now, and they are looking a little bit better on this open Control Center point.
Jeez, I mean, look, Cap's got in the way of Wei. Milgaru, he eats that nade, and that will be a trade. Potentially a bad one for Wei as Violet. His respawn's that little bit closer. Finn is on the Kiriko as well, which means that he can keep on pocketing Burner towards the point. Wei are going to have to concede an awful lot of space right now. Who Are You? He's had his deflect burned in the white room. Kitsune Rush on the objective from Finn is going to guarantee the flip, but I'm not sure how much value we can really ascribe to that, as there's surely not going to be a kill coming out from that unless Milgaru pisses it away.
Oh, Bernard's not going to be ready for that. Nano comes out right now, and Bernard is going to be absolutely deleted by that Nano. ZETA Division just seems to have no respect. Nano was there some kind of Nano turn was going to come their way, and absolutely surprised by that one, and Wei will get the point as quickly as they lost it. Back in control right now, and nearly have another 4 ults in the bank here.
4 ults for Wei. I mean, honestly, as good of a position as I could ask for. Finn, derpy bastard. So many years at the top level of professional Overwatch, and still you trade your ult for a 15% cap. Grow up, mate. Milgaru now with the downpour. All we need to see is the Kitsune Rush force. Apparently, we don't even need a Suzu force as Flora gets caught up. There's a counter Nano out from that one. It keeps the skipper alive, but there's no clock to answer back. Violet, he's gunning for it. He runs up main with that Nano Grizz, but a beat blade answer back from Wei. Come on, Who Are You? Give us something. He gives us 1, 2, 3 somethings, and Aid gives us a 4th. Violet goes down. It's going to be a clean wipe for Wei. Only 1 ult remains, though. ZETA Division, they've actually only got DPS ultimates, and they haven't even built them yet. Looks like Wei is posturing to dive in spawn.
Who Are You already taking this early position on the right now? Expect that early overclock from A to try and catch him. Violet is onto the Lucio right now. Florid's not ready for this. He's going to get the 1-2 punch. Milgaru actually trades his life for it. Now he will pop the blade to finish these kills, and they should be good for it in the end. Just need to get this overclock. Slash will go wide from Alfie, but he will be able to confirm the kill eventually. There we go. Violet will finish the job. They get the retake there. They're ready for the forward hold, and ultimately just a 1-for-1 trade for ZETA Division as well, so not too bad an ult situation after that.
Look, ZETA Division are back in control. Burner has decided that Malga, it's just not his jam. Instead, we can square up in a Hazard mirror. Out of respect, nobody will play Torb. Nobody will make any attempt to counter out Hazard with what is, allegedly described as the counter. But all eyes on Who Are You Milgaru now, as they're going to receive Marcus Nano Boost, and somebody is going to come running up main. Burner appears to have already lost a hell of a lot of HP, but the skipper again with a little clutch rail takes down Aid, and that's going to be Way needing to kite this one out. Let's see if Finn can piss away another Kitsune Rush to give Way an opening.
Walking forward a little bit gingerly here is ZETA Division. Wary of that nano turn. Here is that nano coming out from Who Are You now. Pressure onto Alfie. Defensive Kitsune Rush comes through, but Violet will fall. Won't be getting up to this beat. Who Are You needs more help in the back, but actually gets to that mini and gets the dash out. Downpour comes out to finish the job right now. Doesn't lock all that much. Deflect keeps Who Are You out of that downpour. Flora with the overclock swing. They need to find a way to clutch this ZETA Division, but Flora can't find anything with his ult. Burner can't find anything with his ult. And Way will just win control center by pretty comfortably in the end, honestly.
Way, I mean, is it a comp difference at the end of the day? Is it just greedy of ZETA Division to try and roll out on double flex on a map where Milgaru can really close the gap so easily? But like Burner was never able to find that value. Did he even cage, or did he just swap off it to get on Hazard?
Just swapped off it, I think. Yeah, I didn't see it.
It felt like he must have been close, though. Like, he took a couple of fights on Malga, unless I'm completely delusional and lost track of the picks. But it seems almost foolish, and now he's back over to the Malga as well.
Yeah, onto Night Market here as well, which feels like a bit of a weird one for the Malga, honestly, compared to some of the others. You talk about this type of map, though, it's potentially one we can get away with a bit of a greedier pick with that Ana position deep in main, but actually, ZETA Division, feeling the struggle with that greedier backline. Oh, wait, never mind. They are going to go play Anakiri here, so feels like they can get away with it a little bit more, but the Malga feels a bit of a weird fit with an Anakiri in all of this. They're going to play Alpha Yi and Flora on the Tharasogen, so it feels like a slow pokey comp from ZETA Division, but the Malga does feel like a weird fit in all of this. But if you're just going to nade Lee Soo-min immediately and kill him cross-map, I guess that's why you pick Malga in these situations. This should be easy now for ZETA Division to bully their way out of the left-hand side, and Way are just going to have to give a little bit of space, buy a little bit of time. They can maybe recontest before the cap goes through here, because it was only Lee Soo-min who'll be back fast.
Lee Soo-min back incredibly fast. We've got ZETA Division. Somebody's touching the point, but Alpha Yi. Look at this guy's health bar. No aid, no peripheral vision, no object permanence. Doesn't matter. The skipper's the one to go down. Milgaru catches the kill onto Flora, and despite ZETA Division having the opening pick, it was so quick that there's 2 kills for Way. ZETA, I swear you guys were good at Hazard Mirror a couple of weeks ago. Why do we keep rolling out on something that is just dicey? It feels like you're countering something that isn't being played. Way have played their hand. They've shown you what they want to do, but you keep rolling out on the same comp that perhaps you scrimmed for a couple of days versus Crazy Raccoon or something, and now, Way, they're going to get this first cap.
Going to get our first cap as well, and going to get a decent amount up towards the nano and the beat. Finn's Kitsune Rush will be the first ult right now, but can be good for forcing point, which seems to be the direction they want to go. But Violet's going to get caught on the rotation. ZETA Division, they're committed though. While they still going to invest the ult, 11% still for Finn right now. There's a window for Way if they can find kills before this. They're going to dive in. Aid getting full charge onto that, but Milgar actually dives as he goes deep. Rail opportunity now. Forces for Sim TP. Disruptor shot out from Aid. He just can't find anyone to shoot though. He's going to have to slide out in the end. Alfie is on the chase. Dies for it though. Aid good for that one. He's now stuck behind enemy lines right now. And here comes the Malga. Big trouble as he's going to try and slide out. Nano onto Aid as he slides out though. So not a lot of value out of it. Has the overclock slept as he comes around the corner. Kitsune Rush as well. Violet is 1 HP. He will fall. Aid has got the beat. Everything being pumped into Aid right now. And they have to use so much for that Way. But they do get Aid out of that difficult situation.
So many ultimates invested into keeping Way alive, securing that retake. Now ZETA Division, they get to retake with a real clear ult advantage. No ults to respond to Burner's cage. If they can get towards the objective, it is going to be bad news for ZETA. Barrage, cage, so many different combinations available. Looks like Alfie is once again forcing the point. Is that Alfie? He's got to be Alfie that's back there.
Yeah,
Aid, he's playing so passively, really huge distance away from Burner. He knows that cage is available, but it's Flora versus Aid on the side. And Flora, the skipper, he needs the pocket, he receives the nano. There's actually a point pressure happening at the same time, so close to the flip, and it looks like Way, they've been stretched a bit too thin for the ult situation. Skipper gets naded, he's 21 HP, he slides twice, but Marker's good for it. That being said, the flip has gone ZETA's way. So many players have flipped over to the objective in this time, and ZETA, they get that cap.
get the cap, and maybe even more importantly, they hold on to the cage as well. So ZETA Division now have the ult to string a few fight wins together right now. Retake is going to be very difficult. You can see them just trying to get angles here to make it difficult for Bernard to find a clear cage target. But because they're so split, Age just gets separated and beamed down. Now the flank nade comes in. Flora is in trouble again. One side away. Violet is pushing for this one as well. Violet wants the kill. He's going to take care of the Ana himself. Back to point now to keep that one from flipping over, and ZETA Division will remain in control.
Maki, he went for the hero play, but I mean, if you take a look at his ult charge, he's 95% of the way to ult, so really going for such a high-risk play, you're that close to Nano play, the enemy team doesn't have the support ultis, it's dangerous. Brutal staggers as well for Lee Sumin and Who Are You, who both get caught out up in main, just poking for some damage, and we're basically entering last fight territory right now. Still that cage barrage, a combination online. ZETA Division both supports are closing on their ultimates as well. Lee Sumin has been barraged in spawn 8 as well. Alpha E!
It's a classic, and now he's got the concussive implosion perk to suck him in. Suck him in, drop the barrage, huge value. A desperation nano comes out onto Milgaru, but he's going to be hard pushed to do anything meaningful with this. Just getting spammed down the entire time. Who Are You has Blade, but we need a big clutch. There is a cage in main. Who Are You is not in the cage mode, but he has to use the Blade to touch. So this is just a force point Blade. But Cage, meanwhile, is getting the job done for ZETA Division. And Who Are You can't quite get... will get the flip, actually, but he has to do so much more. Violet is just wandering around half HP in main, so Who Are You will deal with that one and dash out as well. Thanks, Violet. Now trying to deal with Alpha E as well. Surely Who Are You can't get out of this situation. No, will get beamed down onto the back line right now. Maka does get the sleep and keeps evading danger for now, but it only seems like a matter of time. Maka is hiding in the corner, but there's no hiding from this. They are just walking around, cleaning them all up. Milgaru has found a trade on point. Kitsune Rush comes out from Finn. Lee Sumin is very close to beat if he can live, but he's low HP. Blink onto point right now. 8 has the overclock as well. Nano barrage coming out from Alpha Yi. Concussive comes back in, sucks him in. Lee Sumin is going to beat back onto point right now. They're trying to find kills. They need to burn through more damage right now, but Alfie is just contested. The sleep onto Lee Sumin, but concussive implosion again. It's just so good. And Alfie, unchallenged, uncontested, just doing so much work for his team right here.
Alfie really does it all. That concussive suck is outrageous. Every time it feels like someone has kited away and outplayed his movement, he just pulls them back in.
Yeah.
I mean, there's genuinely nothing better than giving Farah an Orisa suck, to be honest. You know, that's a late game scaling character. You might win a couple of fights, but you get deep into it, and suddenly Alfie is just solo killing half of your entire team because there is no counterplay. So it was a bit of a rocky start for ZETA Division, to be honest. I thought we were going to see a 2-0 here. I thought that, you know, despite the heroics of Who Are You on the Genji, I didn't think it was going to be this close. But, you know, we're actually loading into the peppy draft side of things now, so brace yourself, because there's literally nothing the peppy can't do.
Yeah, I mean, he's taken a lot of names so far, right? Taken Hanbin, taken Max. Bernard would be a pretty impressive, you know, notch on the belt to add to this one as well. So it'd be interesting to see, because really, you look at ZETA Division, and historically this team, Bernard on a Sigma-type hero, Violet and Finn as the double flex support backline, feels like they might be more willing to mirror some of these double flex compositions in some of these situations, you know. So if we get taken the direction of something like a Havana, or even like an Esperanza is the one they quite commonly do it on as well here, Way. Interesting to see what their answer is.
How was the weather today, Xavier?
It's overcast, but not raining yet.
It's not raining yet. Well, you know what? If it's not raining yet, I feel like... What do farmers love more than anything else? Okay, maybe not in the UK, actually. I think it rains too much. What do Australian farmers love?
Rain.
Rain. Exactly right. And it's overcast right now. If you want to support a rainy day for Australian farmers, Blizzard has actually very recently released a skin that can help you get around that. It's a reskin of the graffiti. Stop playing marbles. Stop playing the marbles. No. But if you want a reskin of the graffiti skin, which, you know, allegedly, you know, will remind you of grandmothers that loved rainy days, potentially grandmothers that love traces as well. Graffiti tracer right there. All you need to do, sub for the first time, or gift 2 subs non-anonymously, and you too could, you know, bring about a rainy day. Okay, you're all playing now. I'm booting up the marbles, okay? Twisted me arm.
Fortunately, you've said the key word, and you've lost them all.
Where's Craig and our Ash Mythic codes? Craig sent me 2 yesterday, because Craig knows that he wants us to stream for 3. So he gives us 2. Treat 'em mean, keep 'em keen. I get it, Craig. I get it for sure. But it feels almost ridiculous. I feel like Craig's mean treatment has really worked exactly as anticipated. Mr. Unter, I don't think subbing for the first time works. Is that true, Boingson? Because I legit just copied the command out of Aspen's chat. I know nothing. Like, this text right here is just Aspen. Like, I know nothing. You have to sub to CommanderX too, so you have to do it twice. So it's 2 subs.
Is it 2 subs? Should we change the command?
I'm gonna change the command out of respect.
All right, I'm gonna wait for you to change the command, then copy and paste said command.
That's perfect. And somebody just subbed with Prime. Primes don't count! No! I feel like a scammer. Like, I don't want to feel like a scammer. Gifting 2 subs for the first time.
Why is he scamming
Plus
us?
1 sub. I feel like a scammer. Like, I don't want to... Okay. Gifting 2 subs non-anonymously or subbing for the first time and then a second sub. That's Editcom, right? Editcom, ! SAS. There we go. Surely that works, right? Yeah, that feels on brand. I feel like Aspen was trying to mislead people with that one. No, I wouldn't say that. She probably wasn't. Her mods would have written that for sure. All right. Class action onto lawsuit? Doubtful. Very doubtful. That's fucking nonsense. That's fucking nonsense. But you did sub twice at the end of the day, so, you know, who got theirs? Unto listen to chat for once? Well, not to you specifically, Boingson. Don't worry about that. You're still predicting a 3-0 for Falcons yesterday, so yeah.
I mean, the prediction's even bolder by making it today.
Yeah. Outrageous to make it a day in retrospect. But yeah, Route, thank you very much for the Prime. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club. You did not get your skin.
Oh. Ooh, first time question from Harold and Mod, but he's not actually a mod. Why is he called the skipper? Because he's the captain. He's the captain of Excelsior, and he's the captain through and through. Some people just born to lead, you know?
Born to lead.
넓은 전장에서 파라 활용도가 참 좋았었던 제타가 첫 번째 세트를 잡아냈습니다. 저희가 쉬는 시간에
Thank you, Winstanners, for the tier 1. Thank you very much.
계속 얘기를 했었거든요, 저희도. 지금 뭐 여러 가지 이야기들이 많이 나오고 파라이스가 나올 것이다. 아니면 뭐 하바나일 것이다.
Why is Violet playing the Ana and the Ana Kiri backline? Isn't he really good at the Kiri? Yeah, but I think there's also like the way the swap game would work. You saw him go on to like Kiri Lucio at the end there. I think that's sort of their backup pick. So they're doing it this way around, so the swap game makes or is more open to them. But I do agree, like Violet has like some of the craziest aim on Kiri. So I think and Ana is one of Finn's best heroes, but I think it's more of a swap game thing, more than like strength on heroes. All right, Parisio is for choice. He's going to Sigma here, actually, isn't he? He's going to Sigma here. Presumably, did Peppy come in? Did anyone see?
실제로 웨이가 지난번에 이제 라쿤과 했을 때는 디바를 밴하긴 했거든요. 디바를 밴하면서 서브탱커에서 디바 시그마
That's good. That's actually good for a.
해피라면 절대 안 밴다. 라는 걸 확신으로 가져갔는데.
Yeah, Peppy in as we expected. So we're going to play Sigma on Parisio right now. But I feel like Parisio, isn't Bernard just going to go Hazard? I mean, I guess they could ban Hazard at the same time as protecting Sigma. That would be the obvious choice. I've answered my own question. All it took was engaging with the topic even slightly. If only I was as much of a thinking man as the thinker, this wouldn't happen to me. Pelican in as well. Expect he'll probably play more of the same heroes. Full 50-50 pred. The public can't decide what they want on this one.
근데 새벽 늦게까지 경쟁전 하더라고요.
맞아요. 그런 말도 있어요. 지금 그러니까 제타 디비전의 선수들이
They'll ban Diva.
펜션인가요? 한번 놀러 갔다.
Are you not as worried about the Diva here? I mean, I guess it's some of the same here. The Diva ban and Hazard ban kind of achieve the same thing. I just think there's always this, whichever one you ban, a chance for Bernard to play the other one.
그리고 여러분들 그 즐겨찾기 많이 눌러주시기 바랍니다.
Pelicans, you're betting on white. What a world it is. What a world it is where we are now in a Pelican doubt world.
구독 배지가 생겨요 저희가.
아 이거 약간 또 구독하셔야겠는데요. 네, 또 앞에 배지 이런 거 못 참는 분들 많으셔가지고.
맞아요. 그리고 이게
You okay, string theory, mate?
뭐가 좋았니, 뭐가 잘 안 됐니, 누가 잘했니 그 시청자분들이 토론을 하시잖아요. 근데 앞에 배지가 있다. 내 말에
Trying to move.
설득력 없죠. 설득력.
Trying to move in game.
그만큼 많이 본다. 그렇죠. 이게
No,
어쨌거나
not really. Oh. Gonna have to pop a refresh here. Why does the buffer didn't happen at all yesterday? For some reason, Friday was good. Saturday not so good.
이제 빼야 된다는데 앞에 마크가 브론즈냐 그랜드 마스터냐 이 차이.
그렇죠. 예. 온 우주가 네 거다.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just more people using the internet on Saturday?
시그마.
Are we still in a world where that affects it?
픽으로 이미
Maybe.
있거든요. 근데 이 커리어가 다른 선수들에 비해서 짧잖아요. 그래서 아직 뭐 시그마의 신까지는 아니고 약간 신 이제 유망 네, 좀 그런 느낌으로다가 넌 본다.
데미간 느낌?
그렇죠. 뭐 헤라클레스 정도. 아직은 반인 반신. 아 반인 반신.
What's the viewership like on Soup? What are we at? 6,900 right now?
약간 도장 깨기 하고 있거든요.
맞아요.
네. 강팀 썸택 나와. 내가 시그마로 서열 정리한다 이런 느낌인데.
그렇죠.
과연 마시그마 대전.
You had this all the time on Virgin when my parents switched to actually just stop completely, by the way. See, the problem is, Sova, I've had the inverse experience. I used to be on BT. And really, if you're in the, for those who aren't from the UK, basically you have two choices really for internet in terms of, while there are multiple companies that provide internet services, there's only two lines. BT own most of the lines and loads of companies just basically rent BT's lines. Or you have Virgin's lines. So I used to be on BT because BT didn't do any throttling or anything like this. But BT, I used to have loads of issues. It was when I worked on London, and it was multiple times when my internet would just go down for 2 hours. It was super inconsistent, super unreliable. So it just became a real pain. So I swapped off BT, and Virgin has been better since. But I mean, this is really like a minor problem category, of course. It's only a bit of a problem because of a sync. Didn't do throttling. Throttling is where they basically, if you use a lot of internet, they cap your speed really aggressively. So I don't know if BT's, sorry, I don't know if they actually still do that anymore, Virgin, because I've been really fine. But I think it's my experience of talking to other people in the UK, because I've had this conversation a few times trying to figure it out. It feels like a little bit regional. You know, in certain parts of a country, BT is better, in certain parts of a country, Virgin is better. Neither of them are really like standout. The best part is when they don't even service your area. Ah, yes. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't think when I first moved to Nottingham, a lot of places didn't have Virgin lines either. Like the first house I lived in didn't. We had to go BT. But then the, I want to say, third place I lived did. Starlink not in the UK? Starlink is the satellite one, that the Elon Musk thing, right? So I presume I would presume it's in the UK, but I've not looked into it, to be fair. Cheers, Benji. Alright. Paricio, and it is going to be Way with the Diva ban to try and enable the Sigma, but as expected, Banara is actually just going to go the Hazard. And this is kind of a power of Hazard now, is Way can only ban one of the two heroes that Banara's interested in playing, so he's just going to play the other one here, and I don't know if maybe you would actually rather ban the Hazard and play into the Diva here.
I didn't even clock the bans. Keeping it $8 with you, mate.
Alright, thanks for keeping it $1.
Can I get a refresher?
It's
I just got straight into the pause.
Diva ban from Way. Peppy in, Diva ban on that. And I've actually forgotten the ban on ZETA's side.
I see.
Someone in chat will remember.
Hey, chat.
Genji ban from them. Ah, so who are you target?
That seems good. That seems good.
This
honestly.
map? Yeah.
It seems like as close to a good ban as Changoon is ever going to get in his professional career, to be perfectly honest with you.
He's peaking right now.
Like, enemy team picks a map that's good for Peps, and they ban out Bernie's biggest strength, and they actually counter by banning out Huayu's biggest strength. Crazy. I feel like it had to be a probability distribution thing, right? Like something about a broken clock.
Monkey and typewriters, yeah.
Yeah. Until what do you know about good bands? Literally nothing. Literally nothing. But I've got like someone in my ear that tells me that one was good. That one was good.
You know when you see those sports broadcasters and they come up with like this super niche statistic, like, oh yeah, actually this is the highest points total anyone has got in the week of February the 12th to February the 19th in history. And it's like someone is just feeding the information into the air.
The type of analysis that we get on the OWCS broadcast all the time. So you didn't need to use a traditional sports analogy for that one, mate. We're living it. Way there on the Luciana Sigma comp. I feel like we saw a little bit of this yesterday when they were going up against, I think it was Crazy Raccoon. Burn is dead already. Peppy's already hit the rock and secured his first scalp of the round. Trades are going back and forth though, and I want to say trades do not favor the defenders whatsoever. So that's going to be a quick little first point for Wave. Fast wave respawn for ZETA Division though. They might be able to get a recontest here.
Yeah, I think they get a recontest, but in many ways, fuck's sake, it's happened already. In many such cases, it's actually the hardest point is this first point for the Sigma team. So getting this initial space is massive. Rock onto Pelican as well. Pelican's going to get Suzu'd out of that, but Violet has died to the disruptor shot here, and they're just going to clean everyone up. And they get the recontest technically, but it's a pretty low value one coming out from ZETA and way on the front foot.
Way, I'm in 2 fights in a row now. ZETA Division, they go for that dicey recontest, and all they've done is feed more ult charge into the Abyss. No support ult charge anywhere to be seen. 40% for both of the subs on ZETA Division. A nano boost almost available for Marker. And I mean, look, mate, there's broken clocks, and then there's a clock that just can't stop ticking. And that is Peppy. Every single second he delivers value. Rock kill onto Finn, jumps over to the next high ground. Aid finds another onto Pelican, and it's just falling by the wayside for ZETA Division. It feels like Peppy truly is the dark horse of OWCS Korea. He gets subbed in on his maps, and no matter what his team is doing, he's just there to provide value all by his lonesome.
Just every time he has that rock off cooldown, it feels like a huge danger for ZETA Division here. They're going to clear the turret right now. Rock is available. Dodge this time. Peppy's going to try and flux himself out of trouble, but too low HP. I think 83 HP when he popped that one there, so maybe Peppy is a bit of hubris, buying into his own hype too much. Will get taken down. Way are going to get reset, but plenty of time for him still to work with.
Peppy, I mean, look, he had his moments. He's a moments player, and I'm sure another moment will come soon. Who are you? He's caught an anti-nade on the chin. That's forced his overload, but he will survive. Pelican wasn't quite able to get that kill. Alpha U gets that kill for what it's worth, but that's another story. Pelican playing above the choke. Nano boost comes out onto Aid now. That's a nano clock. Rock from Peppy, a rare miss. Fortunately, Aid doesn't miss on Violet. He swung aggressively in main. Peppy's in the back trying to deal with people right now. Peppy, we've got to keep our eyes on him because he's going to do something, I'm sure of it. Aid jumps off the high ground. The Dragon has been a little bit of trouble for him. Finn will go down, so there's a 2-player advantage right now for Way. That being said, ZETA Division spawn is incredibly close, and they have oh so many ultimates. So, not out of the woods yet, Away.
Nano Farah coming through right now. Hanzo swing at the same time from Flora. Need picks from the DPS right now. But ZETA Division, they've not found anything, but they have bought time for their respawns at least, even though it cost them that nano. Peppy is still trying to walk forward, but he's in all sorts of trouble. Matrix comes out, but Bernard will just slash through that one here. And they can't convert that one way, even though they got a bit of a forward position. Peppy gets isolated, and you see, again, some of the problems we see. Sigma on attack, dealing with high ground. Can just get surrounded by that Hazard, surrounded by that Farah, and they will be forced all back to spawn. But Aid is behind.
Aid has a very interesting flank angle right now. Not sure what we're going to make of this one. Way they had one chance for the snowball there, but ZETA, they're able to push back in with their nano boost. They didn't even have to spend everything. Interested to see whether or not Aid can peek in the back and find something. It appears that he's just searching for a target right now. Let's see if ZETA Division have ears. No, he's sneaking. He is actually sleuthing on in. So Violet, he might be in a little bit of trouble. Here comes the snare. Misses. Peppy goes for the rock. Suzu is good, but there's a beat push. Marker and Violet have been traded out. Who are you? He's covered the point in hot, sticky stuff. And now Aid has the high ground control. Pelican, he wants to hit this barrage. I can see it in his eyes, but they also need to touch the cart. Burner needs to come flying in, and I'm not entirely sure whether or not Jordan ever did that move.
Coming right now, Flora's going to cop a headshot. He's going to get taken down. Pelican still has the barrage, but no chance to use it at all. Banar is the last one holding on to point, but it's just going to fall away. Good patience from A to get value out of that flank right now. And as they push in, that Kitsune rush from Finn, just completely negated by the Molten Core. The downpour from Bernard, completely negated by the Matrix from Pepe. And Wei, good map flip, force it in. And this is now probably the easiest part of the map for their comp, actually.
Yeah, I think that the Lucio Sigma is going to find value more than anywhere on the enclosed point where there isn't insane high ground. It appears that King Pepe is having a technical issue. So, of course, WDG pause off rip for him. But he'll be right back into the mix, tearing it up. We just need
one of his
more
rocks
eyes on
missed.
Pepe.
He couldn't understand it. He was like, this hasn't connected. Yes, it's the first time this has happened in 3 years. What's going on here? There's some kind of bug.
Chad is asking me, is Pepe single? I certainly hope so, Shazza.
키캡도 이게 재질마다 느낌이 다르거든요. 약간 도자기 느낌이 나는 게 있네요. 바로 옆에. 그러니까 약간 그
few people asking as well, is the Hanzo pick just rogue into all of this as well?
Look, Pelicans in, mate. It's a guaranteed map loss. Pelicans' first map substitution in, they are asking to even up the scoreline. It's that simple. The pause is not ruining the moments, it's slow cooking them, Luca. There's a difference.
Have you heard of tension building?
I'm so tense.
저는 펑션이 F10인가까지 있는데 그게
Could do with some water.
관전할 때 안 넘어가요. 그래서 다른 키로 설정을 해야 돼요.
No, the unpause, I can see it coming. I'm not drinking.
Stay thirsty. As we move on to third point right now. Flux, Overclock, Nano, everything coming up for Wei. It was a Nano Overclock last time they had this combo available. Finn's going to make his way onto the Zenyatta right now. So similar to what we see on a lot of the third point defenses here, similar to King's Row. Just becomes a sort of big open point. Rocket's going to go wide from Pepe, so I guess we're going to need another pause to get to the bottom of that one. For now, though, Payload is rolling forward. Wei don't need to do anything. They only have to worry about this Nano Barrage right now, but hard for Pelican to find a good engage timing, which isn't just very obvious coming over the top here for him.
Pelican, he might be able to flank underneath and then pop in from the flank, but a Nano Boost has already come out onto Aid, and Finn will fall. Violet as well. No supports left for Zeta Division. Pelican is in trade mode. You can see him conking into the backline. He goes for that barrage. He secures a trade onto Who Are You, who has gone down on the Torbjorn, but still Wei, because of all the players that they have, because Flora is currently getting staggered, there's a very real chance that Pepe can push all the way to the spawn doors. Wei can keep on 3-carding, and it's going to be a brutal recontest. It's going to be a 4v4 where there are ults online. Nano Boost comes out onto Bernard. Pepe's taking a beating, but it's not enough of a beating to take him down. A rare rock miss. Can we get a pause, admins? Can we get a pause? He missed a rock. Lisa Min's been slept up, but Pepe is behind the shield. Who are used back in the mix, and he's pumping in the damage. Bodies are on card right now for Wei and Zeta Division. They need the touch. The 6th man is doing work. Another 6th man has been placed down, and it's going to be Zeta Division getting full capped. Oh, wait, pause. Pause, champ.
Suzu comes back out. Still
Burner,
low.
Burner comes out with the downpour.
Connects.
It's not cancelled. Lisa
Violet
goes
gets
down.
one. Now Flora needs to touch. Slept. I'll do it. A little bit scary at the end there, but honestly, 1 minute 40 seconds on Parisio. More than happy with that. And their comp's better on defense as well with the Sigma here.
It's a Pepe difference. We all know that it's a Pepe difference. Like, you put this guy in, he just turns water to wine. What's he doing to bread?
He's turning it into fish from what I can see.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I'm a student of the Bible. I know that bread is turned to fish. I have a very personal question. What NRL team do you support? None, mate. I live in Melbourne. I don't watch it.
What's
I never grew
NRL?
up on it.
Like the rugby league in
Rugby
Australia?
League? I want to say National Rugby League, but I could be wrong. It's definitely rugby, but like the letters could be wrong. He just turns water to wine. It's not just water to wine, mate. You don't even know what he does with the bread.
That pantry is looking completely different once Pepe is done with it.
Yeah, now you've got something that needs to be in the fridge. How about AFL? I loosely support the Bombers because I think, you know, when I was a kid, maybe one of my parents did or something, but couldn't give a shit, to be honest. I want to say National Rugby League, and I'm glad that you and I want to say the same thing.
Sigma isn't actually great in this map, right? I mean, on paper, I'd say, yeah, that seems pretty reasonable. I'd say the same about Esperanza as well. There's lots of parts of a map that can be tricky for a Sigma. But every time I think that, Pepe just does God's work anyway, and it doesn't seem to be a problem. God forbid he ever gets onto a map like Havana where his hero is actually one of the optimal tanks. For now, though, Starting on the high ground, Torp, Sojin again, and Akiri from Lee Soo-min. We talk a lot about Peppy, of course, but Lee Soo-min started really setting himself up for success a lot of the time on his Kiriko, winning a lot of duels on the flank right now. Anna, Juno coming out from ZETA Division, but again, sort of spammier, pokier DPS. Who are you will keep his turret topped up right now, but this hold should be relatively strong. Hard to contest right now. Burner comes in for the first slash. Will get forced back. Lots and lots of damage onto him, and that hazard just doesn't exist for very long at all. A nice, easy one for Wei.
Not just the hazard, that's a 4-man. Make it a 5. Get him. Yep, that's 5 for Wei. Nice clean wipe for them. Burner now, he's decided, fuck it, I'm going Sigma. I'm going to mirror Peppy.
Oh.
And you know what happened to Hanban, mate? Hanban got put out to pasture when he tried to mirror little Peppy on the
Look what
Sigma.
happened to
And
Max.
Max had to play Winston to win this match, mate. So, Burner, you're going home in a body bag, buddy. I can't wait to see your first left shift and see how you get rocked out of it. If you're going to pop your ult,
TP.
Doomed. Yeah, TP behind from Pelican, though. He knows his way around a Sim, but Lee Soo-min, he knows his way around a Kiriko. Instant flank angle, headshot onto Violet, and the kill will be secured by none other than Wei's finest. Peppy gets the scalp, 2-3 player lead for Wei, and once again, Wei have cleaned house. That being said, Flora, the skipper, has found a kill on Lee Soo-min, so that one kill might weaken their hold a little bit.
Helps a little bit, but they do have the nano to hold this, and really ZETA Division. Interested to see them go for a TP to the opposite high ground here. I wonder if they can maybe try a flip towards point as well. Need to be careful for those nade timings as they go through it as well, because it's not always straightforward to block it with a Sigma. For now, though, ult disadvantage, positional disadvantage for ZETA Division, relying on his teleporter straight onto A. They just kind of TP'd in, but Peppy's going to hit the rock. Of course he is. Pelican's going to die, and I feel like these TPs, just to try and flip in front of everyone, really high risk, but 8's going to swing them, so it's a 4v4 situation. Nano Boost comes out right now. Rock from Bernard on the backline does manage to get a trade, but Peppy is walking forward and matching this trade for trade. Flux is now going to come out onto Bernard, takes so much damage. Peppy will finish that one off. And Wei continue the hold, but more trades in this, and Mac is going to be a harder one to get back.
We're going to miss Maka terribly. Wei, it appears that they're still poking forward, but I'm a little bit doubtful that they're going to hold forward now, unless they want to go fast with Lee Soo-min or Aid's ultimates. Maybe we're going to see an overclock pulled early. ZETA Division, they're not quite ready to go for their own ult turn. Peppy, another potential pause situation here, as he goes for a rock and it doesn't land. But no way, they're holding a little bit softer now. Who are you? Oh no! Flora goes in with the nano burst. Lee Soo-min answers back with the Kitsune Rush, but Who Are You goes down. Not before he covers the floor in sticky stuff though. Sleep comes out from Marker and it's clutch. It takes down Flora, but it's a two picks for ZETA Division. So low is Peppy. He's kiting away on the high ground. He has a safe position. 2 supports keeping him alive right now. He drops off the high ground. Yeah, see you later, Bernie, you fucking bum. That means that now the Gravitic Flux is available. We're playing Ring Around the Rosie. It's Hollywood first point goats right now. Aid in the backline. He's popped the clock. Who Are You takes down Pelly, so there's nothing for the clock to kill. Peppy will finally fall purely because he can't rock burner out of his flux because he's already rock burner out of his hands. But wait, I think they're angling for a recontest right now. Aid's on the flank.
Who Are You stuck in a little bit here? Who Are You needs to live. Bernard should be able to finish that kill. Does finish it. Lee Soo-min can't get the touch though. So even though they had a lot of good angles for that recontest here, they're not able to get the touch in time. Aid will get one trade. Maka won't be able to secure anymore. They will get cleaned up there, but a decent chunk of time off the clock here for Wei. And they'll move on to their second point now. And honestly, anytime they manage to force for Sig Mirror, it's flashbacks to when we would play Reinhardt on London, and eventually the teams would just cave and go, okay, Ryan Mirror has to be the answer here, and it would never work out for him.
Look, I'm backing Wei. Oh, I can't say it. It's unbelievable. I was going to say all the way, you just can't do it. I am backing Peppy all the way. That's a better way to put it, you know? Forget about the team name, because this whole team is Peppy and Who Are You. So I can just, it's actually Lee Soo-min as well. Mac has even been hitting outrageous sleeps, and Aid has been clutching. I'm starting to think that there might be 5 humans on Wei right now. Maka takes down Finn, Aid catches Flora, Peppy with Violet. That's 3 different humans all having an impact for the side of Wei. But of course, the star of the show is Peppy as he walks in the back line, takes down the remnants of ZETA Division, and they're back to the drawing board. Nano boost online, but really, who do you nano in this comp?
A lot of them we've seen when Wei do it, they normally just nano the Sigma, honestly. Maybe there's chances for nano overclock when they have it, but Flora too far off in that one as well. So maybe it's just a nano Sigma angle, but I feel like if that happens, Peppy's just going to use the flux and really just force Bernard to use most of that nano to live. Lee Soo-min on the flank, TP away though. Is Flora aware? He's surely aware now. TP's away just in time. They flip for high ground here, actually. Good position for ZETA.
so close to value for Lee Soo-min, and yet
Oh,
so
Nano
far,
Soju.
Nano comes down to aid though, and there's a pinch from Peppy and Lee Soo-min. This is a real
Flux.
situation where all of ZETA Division are stuck inside. The flux is massive. You can drop a massive in the chat if you agree, and that is going to be again Wei. They're winning this angle game. ZETA Division, they're going for TP plays. They're trying to get their Sigma good positioning, but Wei, they're one step ahead. Lee Soo-min, he's always flanking. Peppy, he's always following the rotation, getting in the back, and Wei, they're not getting fooled. They're not getting caught out by this. They're just double angling ZETA Division everywhere they go.
Is 2 ults used in that for Wei though, so ZETA Division have an overwhelming ult advantage right now if they can get somewhere to use it. The TP was just a fake though, and Burner is just going to walk up the stairs, try and match Peppy on this side. They need to find a way to utilize this ult advantage here, ZETA Division, because they are running out of time for this. Violet is going to be rotating through main. Obviously, Peppy has the levitation perk, and Peppy's actually made a mistake here. Gets caught in the sleep. Hiryu is dropped in. Kitsune Rush and Nano both used from ZETA Division to make sure they don't lose anyone, but they have lost Pelican in all of this. So a very expensive way to get through the first part of this. The second point, there will be a recontest, but the payload was moving this entire time, so it's a little bit scuffed away here, even though they have ults now.
I don't even know if they can manage the free contest, to be honest. I think it is cooked, unfortunately. Peppy, he's walking up in main, but nobody can do it. Even Peppy, you know, Mr. Water to wine, bread to fish, he can't get it done. Violet runs head first into Peppy, but Lee Soo-min TP's on for the Suzu. Now we've got Bernard coming out with the Gravitic Flux to trade things out, but wait, they've used the Torvald as well, so it's not really a terribly favorable fight for them. If anyone else gets traded out by Wei, which is looking as... Yeah, it's likely that Lee Soo-min will go down. This is a bad fight for Wei. They push towards the spawn unnecessarily, and ZETA Division, they capitalize. Nice sticky turret. It claps the tier 3 turret is my understanding.
Catching them off. I think especially on the hold, all these awkward positions as you rotate in. But now it's ZETA Division, they've got Pelican's Wall ready to go. A great ult forcing point here. Wei really needs to focus on trades. If they make the fight scrappy, even with a symbol to force point, they can find it. Nano Overclock is available if Wei want to go for that. We're in the final 50 seconds as well, so if Wei win this next fight, really going to be low on time here. Nade comes out onto Peppy. He's awfully low. Backs it up, but Lee Soo-min good for a pick. No more symbol, and Lee Soo-min's just taken over on the flank again.
Once again, a flank has been left uncontested, and Lee Soo-min has crept in. He finds the value time and time again, the flankiest of Kirikos. Shades of Prime Violet, but unfortunately Violet has been relegated to Ana for some reason, so Finn, the inferior Kiriko, has to play it instead. Nanobus comes out onto 8, he's got the clock, but he doesn't even want to invest it. There it is now, Symbol comes out from Pelican, but it is hopeless. Peppy kills Finn, Aid kills 3, that's 2. There it is. That's 3. And that is going to be another clean wipe away. 8 seconds left on the clock, Xavier. Can ZETA even touch?
I know, the payload's quite far back, so that helps him, but Pelican is on the sim, trying to TP them out. Kitsune rush here, and yeah, can't make it. Not even close in the end. And they're good for Parisio right now.
Lee Soo-min. What a guy. I can't agree more. That's really his name, isn't it? Like, it's actually his name. His name is definitely Soo-min Lee. Like, there's just no doubt about it. Oh, fuck. Can't keep getting away with this.
Alright, and just more fuel to the fire of Peppy narrative, and maybe the anti-Pelican narrative in all of this as well.
Pelican always subbed in for a defeat screen. Unless he's on May on King's Row. I'll pay him there. Mate, did Shikigami just play Orisa for 3 maps here? Like,
did they even play yesterday?
No, I'm watching their last week game, their pre-perks game, and it's like they're on Orisa on Nepal Village and Nepal Shrine. Like they're just OP'd Avidity.
Oh, okay.
They got pretty well pumped. Like they won 1 fight on Nepal.
Yeah, I think I know Shikigami aren't going to finish last because they beat Amplify on week 1. But it feels like actually Shikigami are the weakest team right now. Like Amplify always get their 1, you know? But yeah, I don't know. Shikigami really struggling.
Second time you've asked that, ASMR Femboy. I had a little period of enlightenment, and now I'm an Asian American man. And I'm very pensive. Heavy moments per 10 greater than Bernard moments per 10, I guess? I mean, was this ever in contention? Be honest.
I feel like you're a bit late to the hype train there in terms of... it's a classic... I'm starting to think this guy's pretty good.
I'm actually waiting for the Reddit post. Does anybody feel like Peppy is really slept on? They're gonna finish this game only winning Peppy maps. Like, is anybody talking about Peppy? Okay, so 3 minutes on the clock. Their verse ball on Esperanza, and is this a full cap angle?
I think it is if I remember right, but
I got check.
the Overwatch blurs.
Out of respect. Wait, no, I think they're 0.1 meter away from check, actually. No, they got it. Yeah, full capped. You know, I felt like Amplify was actually better than Shiki, like, from the eye test, but Shiki won versus Amplify, like, 3-1 as well, which was a little surprising. That was their game, you know, that was Amplify's game to step up, and they actually did the opposite of stepping up. Gap, are you still in the chat?
Was that was week 1, right? So we were still very in, like, we were just
really
in
early,
full
it's really
hazard
early.
better, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, OC said on Twitter that Amplify was better, so I'm pretty sure Amplify is better.
I'd cop it.
Is Flats coming over later? Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm not hanging out with PG. I actually am PGE now. But Flats is going to be coming over and chilling later.
Oh, do you want a good one earlier? So I banned someone yesterday because they would just, you know, come in, like, you know when it's like immediately follow and then just immediately just type in nonsense in the chat and it's like, okay. Ban them.
You ban those people?
Well, no, yeah, but when it's just like, not like nonsense as in, but just like, like attention-seeking behavior, essentially, you know?
Mate, Sloan Cameron is a star in my server. What do you mean? Like,
No, this is 100%. This is different. No, it's like it's that. This is different. You know, it's just like not even try it. So, ban this person. They sent an unban request through today, right? You know what their key point was on why they justified their unban request? They're friends with PGE. Actually tried to name drop their way out of this one.
Yeah. It's like I'm not like a friend of PGE, but like I chat a lot in chat, so like, you would know him.
PGE would recognize my name type thing.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like personally, I encourage people to seek attention in the chat. Like, if you have like a graphic design service or something like that, well, I encourage you to advertise here. Like, if you're selling cool art or anything like that, this is the place to advertise for it.
No, you know when it's like free messages in the space of like 10 seconds type stuff. That's when it's like, that's like the red flag for me where I'm like, you're gone. Tell him your reply. Yeah, Trash Panda responded to it and said, you can be friends with the King of England. Don't give a shit. You got banned. Reasonable take.
웨이의 믿음의 전장 파라이수. 그 파라이수 승리로 제타의 길인 왕의 길도 막아버렸습니다.
네. 혼합 전장을 이미 웨이가 파라이수로 소모를 했기 때문에 제타는 왕의 길을 오늘 경기에서 셀렉트.
Wait, what if he's friends with Peppy? That's actually a really interesting question, actually. Maybe that might change things.
Hang on. Repeat?
Someone asked, what if the guy was friends with Peppy? Would that change anything?
Oh, I mean, if anybody here is friends with Peppy, just drop a 1 in the chat if you're friends with Peppy, and I'll give you the mod right away. Honestly, you can have the stream key. If you tell me that you're friends with Peppy, you can have the stream key. This broadcast is yours. I'll even change the payment detail. Oh my god, I'm gonna friends with Peppy. Like, holy shit. There's a lot of people fucking with Peppy right now.
Oh wow, lots of friends. Peppy's a popular fella, it seems.
CX's chat is Nobu, Unter's chat is Macca's. Xavier's chat is not Nobu. Like, be for real. Avril, like, expensive restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Avril's chat is Nobu. That's where the sophisticated, highbrow viewers go. To be, you know, wined and dined with a sophisticated and well-rehearsed opinion on Overwatch. We're both McDonald's, unfortunately, Xavier. It's just a difference of what suburb we're in.
We're coming fast, affordable. I'll take it.
It's cheap, it's dirty, and you know that's how some people like it. Is my understanding.
이러면은 벤까지
It's
Pepe
not
was popular
necessarily
in high
good
school.
for
I mean,
you,
look at him.
but the people like it.
변수가 있다면 유정크
The elite watches Reinforce. That is a good one applicable Overwatch because nobody watches Reinforce, but good one.
Oh, a rare Overwatch question from Guin. Are teams only doing Levitate, or has anyone done the Sig Punch? I've seen a couple of Sigmas do the Sig Punch, you know, where it's like you punch and it has a knockback, essentially. But I feel like Levitate is by far the most popular.
약간 전통이긴 하거든요. 예. 자, 알파이 선수가 다시 투입이
Like a combination of Pizza Hut and Taco Bell for our streams.
완벽적인
Two fine restaurants.
알파이. 와, 심지어 워싱턴 대 유니폼이에요.
야.
와. 진짜 너무 오랜만에 보는데 워싱턴.
Unter, your chat is actually garbage. I know because I came from Xavier's chat when you said that, and I still beat everyone here to typing one. Look, if you think that Xavier's chat has a better hive mind than mine, you
No,
are
you-
actually challenged in the head, mate. Like, you can go back to Xavier's stream where you belong, buddy. Because there's actually nothing going on upstairs for you. If you think that Xavier's chat is more active than mine in terms of following orders like a bunch of fucking morons, you got another thing coming. Like, grow up.
Like, in the hypothetical here, Unter would be the cult leader. You know, he's got that, that ability to wrangle the masses.
시그마 밴도 고려를 해볼 수는 있겠네요.
나쁘지 않죠. 근데 유정크 시즌에서 시그마를 그러니까 사실 페피 선수가 나와.
Chat was in for it was Arthur. Yeah, chat was good for it yesterday, actually.
그러니까 되게 그
Top
시그마
form in EMEA in North America.
배나기 되게
Julie, it's just like an alternate for ads, you know? It's the same people everywhere.
하나님, 저 웨이 응원해도 됩니까? 오케이. 하나님 굉장히 해맑게 웃으시면서 오케이. 굉장히 인자하시네요. 예.
Yeah, hashtag kill CX chatters.
Whoa!
선수들에게
Inciting violence on a Saturday?
오늘 승리까지
On
도달할 수
Saturday?
있을지
Yes.
지켜보도록 하겠습니다.
Yeah, geez, give it 2 more hours and it'll be happening on the Lord's Day for me.
Oh!
Robbie, you got to be careful writing like that. You write like that and you're gonna get cowed on Twitch. Like, you got to be careful. I don't want your money getting charged back. Like,
Yeah, and you better hope, and unless you're friends with Ninja, then you can probably get away with it. If you're friends with Ninja,
Oh.
carry on.
I'll talk to Cal and see if he can get all the people in my chat unbanned for making that threats. But unfortunately, I feel like you've just got to be careful with that one. Mate. You're recording. Good on you, Jelly Mix. Thanks for keeping the streets safe.
A few people in my chat, Sova's claiming they're friends with Ninja as well, actually. Just for classic Sova, Ninja, and Peppy just hanging out all the time.
되는 거긴 하거든요. 나옵니다. 자, 오히려 그냥 해저드. 해저드와 파라가 같은 팬이 됐어요. 여기서 그냥 그런 거 같아요. 여기 뉴정크 시티니까 시그마 해. 시그마 하고 우리 딴거 할게.
아니 왜냐하면은 이거
Oh, New Junk City, Hazard ban, response Farah ban. Just gonna try and run the Malga. Seems like the most obvious choice here for Zeta Division.
하고 싶잖아. 그러니까
그쵸.
안전하게 일단 우리 뱅카드 하나 그냥 킵해두고.
I mean, is that Milgari that's in right now? Or is that... No, that's Big P. That's Big P. That's... I don't know why I'm asking that.
보니까 이렇게 되면은
Why would you hazard ban versus Peppy?
인파이팅 구도를 만들어.
Have they banned Sigma already?
I want to say no.
Like,
I mean,
surely he's Sigma's here. Surely he's Sigma's here and just
yeah.
Alpha's up.
It does feel like, despite Peppy seemingly having a gigantic reputation on Sigma, no one ever stops him playing it. You know?
Nobody has... I mean, the reputation is basically like, it's on this stream. You know, like... If it's not talking us... If we're not the ones talking up Peppy, who is... Wait, he's on Malga. No!
Ava. There's time. There's still time. There's still time to swap.
No, he'll play Malga for the first point. It'll get a little bit more open. He'll be back in 6, surely. Surely. He'll use on Genji. He'll clutch up this time instead. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck,
they've
Alfie's
shifted
in.
the
Zeta's
power
gonna win the map. No. Oh,
he's done it.
Let's
He's
fucking
done
go,
it.
baby. You
Alright.
sly dog, you. For a second, I thought you were gonna play something other than the hero I wanted to you play.
Now that is why that demonstrates the importance of building tension. The last minute heel turn from Peppy back onto the hero he's played almost exclusively so far, but Flora, good for the opening pick. Mac is going to go down, and actually that's going to unravel all of this for Wave. They're just going to have to disengage and take a step back, and we're actually seeing if they can get any more kills out of this. Ada's trying to take this flank angle still, despite Violet's going to bash into it, though. Avoids a lot of that damage and will clear the angle right now as Wei wait for Maka to get back in position. First flip for Zeta.
First flip for Zeta already. Wei, I mean, they've just got to wait. Poke. Who are you finds a kill? There's a massive nade right now. And oh my god. Just forget about it. Peppy hit a rock on Alfie and killed him, by the way. If you even fucking care. Peppy is, of course, going to hit his rock on the squishy and take him down.
Don't bother telling me when he hits for rock. Just tell me when he misses for rock, because it's more surprising. Now, free retake.
Pause, okay?
Alright. Coming out right now, Nano is the closest ult here in the hands of Maka. Chance to send it on to Who Are You. Chance to send it on to Peppy as well. They're poking a little bit forward. Again, any early damage Wei can get on Bernard is going to be really high value here. Feels like Zeta and Falcons yesterday really teched into the Malga a lot with the introduction of perks. But for Sigma into this, as long as they get the back step, they should be good. And Alfie's not just been cleared, he's been killed. Maka with a fadeaway shot right now. This is going to be Zeta Division resetting, but the rock onto Bernard is connected. He's going to try and stomp backwards right now. Finn nearly has for Ray. I think they want to try and turn this, but they've lost Bernard. But Nano comes through onto aid, and Finn doesn't invest, but these are going to be pretty late deaths right now. So the retake here from Zeta is going to be on a timer.
I mean, I feel like this retake is going to be plainly non-existent if they manage to scout out Alfie. There's 83% and counting. Alfie appears to be going wide already. There's no touch.
Eight's going in spawn. Eight's going in spawn. I think they get a touch. They're all behind right now. They're running towards point. They don't touch!
Oh my god! For a C9! Wait, Listen beat it as well? Piss off.
I mean, they're saved a little bit by the fact that Wei also invested 2 ults into that as well. But could have been a full disaster for Zeta. It's still not great that they're gonna lose that point, lose that first captive. I'm actually choking. Lose that first objective and burn 2 ults for it. They'll win the fight eventually, though, Zeta Division, and they have DPS ults, so not the end of the world. Lee Soo-min going on to Brig, a step above Pokerface and New Era here by remembering that Brig exists in some situations. So Wave backline looking more durable. Flux retake for Peppy right now.
Block retake available, but Zeta already, they get that first cap. Out comes the Flux now. Deep dive for Zeta Division, though. Dangerous scenes as Peppy's Flux doesn't net any kills. Big anti-nade, though. Boy, you might be able to reset through a couple of players. Flip through all of this way. They're down a player, but they've secured the objective. Maka's on the run. He's being chased down by Alpha Yi. Can Peppy save the day? Maybe not. Maka, he gets that sleep, but the Matrix is there from Burner, and that means that they get that cap. Tiny little bit of flip, but no fight win for them. 26% and counting.
Not too bad. It's going to be an overclock retake now for Aid. They nearly have the Nano as well, and despite they do seem very keen to throw that onto Aid whenever they can, especially when he has the overclock as well. Will obviously give him very much the advantage in that duel against Flora as well. Trying to hold close at the choke right now. Maka's life is going to get difficult in a lot of this. For Lucio and are always a bit more vulnerable into this. But now, though, just happy to give a little bit of space. Maybe just bait him into Flora's angle a little bit more. Overclock retake
comes out from Aid very early.
Oh, Flora finds the first pick, though. Now they turn onto Aid as well. They'll shut him down as well. And they snuff out all the threats. It was a Nano onto Peppy on point, but he's got so much to do. He's found 1 kill, but he's getting swamped right now. Skipper behind him. Everyone else in front. Dash above from Alpha Yi as well. Backer's trying to pocket him, but catches a headshot. Peppy will live to tell the tale, maybe, but they're keen to try and get a stagger kill if they can. Peppy will be okay, but no chance for a touch now for Wei.
There's no touch in this one for Wei, and it's not looking good from an old standpoint, to be honest. 3 online for Zeta Division right now. Wei, they've got to play it slow to get even close. Aid's clock came out so incredibly early, and the skipper was able to just match and gap. So really, a bit difficult for Wei right now. They might need to just take it slow. See if they can play for Peppy's next Flux, or, you know, maybe, just maybe, play for a magic pick. But the old situation is going to be unkind to them. This Ray fight is going to be incredibly difficult unless Marco can carry with a nade. But with Burner on the Diva, forget about it. Finn goes down pre-fight. That's the magic we were talking about. Trade onto Marco, though. Rally comes out, and down goes Peppy as well. Lots of star power taken down for Wei. But who are you, Lee Soo-min, Aid? They're all alive. It's a 3 versus 3. The players for Zeta Division who are still alive, they all have ultimates to play with, though. So it's probably not going to be a cap for Wei. It's going to be the flip going the way of Zeta Division, and a fight breaking out soon.
Coming back, Wei are going to have this Flux, this beat. nearly a blade to throw into it as well. Finn, of course, has for Ray, very powerful ultimate, especially if Alfie can combo that blade with it. They're going to try and retake right now. Coming through the inside track, just trying to bully this Sigma out of, or bullying this Diva out of position. Maka has the off angle, actually, and is doing a decent amount of damage here with... Who are you? Nade's going to go out as well. Nade doesn't catch anything, but Peppy has space. Going to hit the rock, and now he's going to try and drop the flux. Got the backline in his sights. Changes his target. Just going to get Bernard instead. Tries to catch both of them. Does catch Finn, actually. Matrix is there, but not enough healing. Violet can't get the packs across in time. Opening pick now for Wei. Flooding onto point. Aid needs a lot of help on point. He will get traded. Nade is good, though. Beat over the top from Lee Soo-min. Alpha, you'll get traded for that one. They're all over Flora right now. Who are you will confirm this kill? And a good retake off the back of this. Who are you going to back out to the Mega? They'll clean up on point, but only need one retake here, ZETA Division.
Starting to see what Gumba saw in Maka, because this guy's nades have been ridiculous all throughout the series, time and time again, irrespective of the old situation. Ignoring the fact that Burner is on Diva, a character that eats the nades, Maka is consistently finding game-winning purples. When they're down on ults, when they're down on players, Maka is there, purpling players. ZETA Division, they're coming back in for this retake. Finn has been nursing this Ray for what feels like an eternity, but... all importantly, the Nano Blade is available for Wei. Flora has been poked out by none other than Maka. Here comes the blade from Alfie, but the counter Nano Blade from Who Are You? Aid takes down Flora. Who Are You? He's going for this Nano Blade. Anti-Nade splashes onto Alfie, and he will fall. Violet is trapped on the objective. Peppy will be traded, but Violet, you're not getting out of this one, mate. The GOAT is on your case, and down Violet will fall. ZETA Division, if they can play life, they will have a retake here, and they've got ultimates, which Wei do not.
Gargantuan overclock there from Aid and all of that. Wins the duel with Flora, then takes down the blade as it comes in with the tail end of that Ray from Finn. Wei now in a great position for this next one. They still have to deal with this overclock, but look, he's holding close. He's going to sleep Flora. The nade, the assassination. Maka can't finish the kill. Can Maka live? He certainly cannot live. Who are you going to double down for this kill? But Flora's DP'd all of it. They have got the touch during all of this ZETA Division, so now they can maybe stabilize. Maybe not even just stabilize, but get it for free. Wei, they knew they needed to make a play. They needed something to happen, but I was surprised to see when Maka's hiding for that, no one else from Wei was there with him to try and confirm that kill.
He said that Wei knew they needed a play. It feels like Maka knew they needed a play, and 4 members of Wei were nowhere in sight. That sleep, that nade, even a follow-up shot, surely that was enough to secure a kill onto Flora. There's no Susie Q's in play. There's no ults being used by ZETA, not even a Matrix. But I don't know where Wei's players were. No follow-up damage whatsoever, and Lee Soo-min, oh, geez, 17% on this rally. Again, ZETA Division get to roll into the next point with a significant ult advantage. Marcus on the Juno now. Violet bashes in, goes for the double bash, and goodbye, Peppy. Fortunately, Finn, fucking robot, goes down in the neutral yet again. 4 versus 4, ult spent for ZETA Division, but feels like ZETA are just walking their way over to the point, and the Cap's going to go their way once more.
No Juno though, so they have to be careful a little bit because Wei are keen to actually walk up, but the Sigma should be back a little bit slower, but we'll get a 5v5. Full cap goes, or full point pressure gets the flip for ZETA though. They have this overclock for the next one. Wei still short on ultimates really. They're trying to swing with Aid on this right hand side. Banara's marking that. He's going to be forced back now as Peppy tries to take some space. Has to be careful walking into the brig right now. But Peppy's going to use the flux to get it going. Looking for the backline here. Catches Flora. Flora has the overclock. He is going to hit the rock mid-air as well. Doesn't confirm any kills. Now Flora retaken with the overclock. But Aid has the angle position. Flora is trying to shoot their way out of trouble right now. But he's got so many targets to try and deal with Flora. He's going to slide onto the Genji. Needs to be careful because he peeks Aid when he does that. Aid doesn't land the shot though. Wei are getting dangerously close. Ray comes out right now. Maka doesn't quite have it yet. Lee Soo-min doesn't quite have it yet. Wei are so close to all of their ults. They need to live. They need to weather the storm. The rally is coming through. The blade from Alpha Yi takes down one onto the Sigma now as well. The Ray came out from Maka. The blade came out from Who Are You? He's been sent sky high as well. Violet's going to get involved. He will die to Who Are You? But it's still a desperate situation. This is last fight as well. It's gone on for so long. They need Who Are You and Peppy to clutch it out, but Peppy has been pushed off the map. Can't levitate your way out of that one. Who Are You will get the touch, trigger the overtime. Deflex for torpedoes. He's buying a surprising amount of time for the situation. I'm buffering takeover.
Another clock from Aid. Who Are You? He keeps juggling the touch, but finally he will fall. It appears that... oh, Lee Soo-min gets the touch. Peppy's back on the Doomfist. So low is Finn, the robot. He will fall. Both supports for ZETA Division have fallen, but it's Peppy and Marker versus the world. Just Marker versus the world, and now there's nobody left. An incredibly close dogfight, but Wei, they can't quite close it out. You get to a closer map where Peppy can't really do all of this flanking on the Sigma, take the slow play. And I mean, you can see how ZETA Division, they come into their own when they can speed up the pace of the fights. It just gets a little bit too difficult.
Yeah, it worked out
No
really
thanks,
nicely in
Christine.
the end there. Yeah. I mean, we saw Who Are You try and turn a few of these situations. We saw Violet maybe even try and turn a few of these situations with his team. Not as scared as a Ray Blade as you feel like a normal person should be. But ZETA Division, going to be really happy with that because they've also broken a Peppy map in reality here. So now ZETA Division, full control of the series, great chance to take it to difficult situations. Way will get the next pick, of course, but what mode is left now? Is it Escort?
I wanted
Push?
to say
Oh, there's
Escort.
two
We
left,
saw-
actually.
Yeah,
Maybe
there's
it's push and
Escort.
Escort. Yeah, oh.
Yeah, there you go. Ah, jeez, because we're not in North America, right? So there's 5, not 4. They don't tease us with some weird hybrid bracket. They just ignore Clash like the devs chose to do by removing it from the game because it was a fucking joke, and they just let you play all the game types. So, go figure.
They go Havana. Yeah, Havana's in the pool, right? I know the map pool's slightly different, but I think Havana's in. Yeah,
Have
Havana
you
is
seen
in.
Havana?
Yeah, Havana is in the
Maybe
pool.
we saw Peppy crushing up there actually.
Oh, that was, yeah, he took down Max. Well, by took down Max, I mean he took down Max, then lost that map.
Yeah, but he took down Max.
He took
for
down
what it's
Max.
worth.
Max was taken down, but
Max
many such.
quite literally on his back.
Yeah.
Alright, so surely we go to Havana, we protect
Tech
Ban
Ban
Tank,
Sigma.
and
Maybe
we get
ban.
to watch a Peppy masterclass.
What do you ban here? Hazard, maybe? I think they banned Diva already, right?
Oh, there was a Hazard ban this map, but I think it might have come from ZETA, because they saw Peppy in the server and thought, yeah, we're worried about him being on Hazard here.
Yeah.
Like, ZETA hasn't used... This was ZETA's loser pick, right? I mean, I guess
Yeah,
they won, so you can't be too critical of it.
Yeah, they did win it in the end. It was also a 3-1, so, you know, all worked, etc., etc. But,
Oh, well, back to studying Shikigami. I've got to get ready for tomorrow.
Alright, get ready.
You know anything about them? This team... Oh, boy.
Alright, I'm going to grab a drink while we load in for, I guess, potential last map.
Doubtful. Doubtful. Looking good, Hunter? Thank you. Yeah, I switched things up a little bit, got a new haircut, got a new skin tone, got a new facial structure, and all is good. Estrogen is magic. So happy for you. Transracial Unter. Fat commies with the thumbs up. Unter is finally desirable for people who aren't Polish. It happens. It happens. When's my match tomorrow? Anyone know? See if the schedule's right. Shikigami versus SSG in 12 hours. That clocks as... This reads as 11 AM for me. This reads as 11 AM, so it looks like I didn't fuck up the schedule this time around, but it's a kappa. It's a fake 11 AM because it's the last match of a rolling schedule day. Who plays before? Peps versus Sakura? This could be... I think Peps will win, but it might be close. This is going to hurt. It's only 2 EU. This is going to hurt. So this is going to hurt emotionally. This is just going to be quick. This is... I hope this one doesn't hurt, to be honest. I hope Rad doesn't... I don't want Rad to hurt. And then hopefully this one doesn't hurt. If this one hurts, I'll be very upset. When are we going to see trans species Hunter? There's a South Park episode about that. Hunter's bald and afraid to come out. We accept you for who you are. I'm not ready to receive your acceptance, okay? PG co-stream, let's take and go. A bit late to the party, Carly. What are you doing? Enjoying your Saturday night? There's no way you're home at 10:20.
75%의 승률을 기록하고 있는데 확실히 본인들이 그 자신이 있어 하는 전장을 먼저 꺼내들었어요. 이스페란자.
실제로 제타가 가장 승률이 안 좋은 전장 유형이 밀기랑 풀포거든요.
예.
네, 근데 밀기가 두 팀의 승률 차이가 23% 가량 납니다. 네, 그 정도로 웨이가 좀
You are better than PG. Why are you using his face? I didn't want to use my webcam today, so I figured
자, 만약 웨이가
whose
이번
face can I
전장을
use? And
잡아내게
there's only
된다면
one
두
person,
팀의
really.
대결은 풀곽으로 향합니다.
I appreciate that from you though, Gala. Like, you know,
뭐
respectfully.
아까 말씀하셨던 것처럼 만약에 여기서 세트를 딴다면 마지막 세트는 지브롤터로 뽑을 가능성이 높으니까 지금 세트에서 호위를 뺀다라는 선택보다는 일단 그런 미래도 우리가 이번 세트를 따야 미래를
Lazy man?
그리는 것이
Yeah, you know it. All good. Do you only come here for the face cam? Is that what you're here for? Is that the problem, Gala? Pelicans back in. It's a winnable map for Pepe.
먼저 만들어 놓고 생각을 해보자. 그리고 약간 더 길게 본다면 만약에 이번 세트 이번 경기에서 웨이든 제타든
Is this live? No, it is not. The Avidity match is not live.
이것까지도 좀 계산을 해보자.
The match where Pepe is pounding? Definitely live,
이게
Chloe.
점수로 갈릴 수도 있거든요.
Should have had your stream up at work. I've been working all day. I get it. Not really, I was just wondering. Well, I appreciate your inquisitive nature. Can you tell me about how Smash was during the match yesterday, Gala?
약간 그런 것도 있을 것 같아요.
I'm very interested as to how Smash was yesterday during the match.
승패보다는 우리가 준비해온 게 어디까지 먹히는지.
You see Pelicans subbed in. Let's go, map 5. Hey, Unter, loved meeting you in Stockholm. Is this true? I'm making things up.
교체돼서 들어왔습니다. 아 여기도 각각 응원하시는 팀이 다르시네요. 웨이. 아 저 그거죠? 웨이. 웨이. 그 맞아요. 그거. 옆에 또 이거는
1타죠.
1타. 제타가 이번 시즌 기회 잡았어요. 일단 3타 벗어났습니다. 콩타까지 왔고 1타까지 가기 위한 그런 여정을 그리고 있는 거 아니겠습니까? 그러면 일단 오늘 경기를 잡고 가야 된다라고 생각을 해야 좀 이렇게
Will they be uncoachable this week? I don't know. 5 days ago. Mate, you knew for a fact, Xavier, that there was not going to be uncoachable 5 days ago. Why are you lying to your viewers?
What? Back just in time.
Did you hear the full question?
No, I heard zero.
During the Affinity vs Shikigami VOD, someone asked you, is there going to be an uncoachable this week? And you said, I don't know. Like, be for real. Are you just trying to bait people into buying the Patreon tiers? Like, what is that? You knew for a fact we were not recording that shit.
Oh yeah, was that last week? Yeah.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, that was a 0% chance. Even at the time of recording, 0% chance.
No, you didn't all meet me in Stockholm. I could believe that Elf met me in Stockholm, but the next 6 people that wrote it, I don't believe you.
I know, we met quite a few people.
Hey, Unter, loved meeting you at Xavier's wedding. That's 6 months from now.
It's not 6 months, mate.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a couple less than that.
I mean,
Like
any
3,
time in the
4?
future is probably really hard. 4, yeah.
Yeah, 4. Close. Mate, don't check me on 6 and 4. Like, 4 months is
Can't
6
remember, I
months,
can't.
as far as I'm concerned.
First, you won't come to my stag do, and now you can't even remember the date of my wedding.
First, you won't fly across the world for the stag do. Next, you can't even remember the exact date of the wedding that you're probably going to be unable to attend because you're probably going to be in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, well, with friends like these, you know, with friends like these. Gonna be Malga coming out from Zeta Division right now. Pepe, do I even need to say it? He is on Sigma, but this should be a little bit of a nicer map for the Sigma Malga matchup compared to that New Chunk City, and we will just descend into a relatively slow pokey fight, but at a certain point, I think Zeta Division really gonna be forced to make the first move right now, because Aid is just going to be able to charge up rail after rail on this Malga. They're going to be able to poke and soften up Banara if they take too long. They need to find it, and down to half HP, so they're going to take a little bit more of an aggressive swing off the back of that. Needs to be careful here, Zeta Division. Aid's going to flank round to the left-hand side. Violet in his sights, but they're pushing forward right now. Now they try and make the stomp in. Stomp comes in. Doesn't find anything that meaningful. They try and chase down Pepe. Pepe's a little bit separated from everyone right now. They come to try and bail him out of it. They do bail him out of it. Pepe is still very low on HP. He is on the run. Oh, 2 for 1 for Bernard. But it's only a 3v3 situation. Tank advantage over, but Malga is very much out of the fight. He's going to come back up now. Maka is low. Can he find the kills? Bernard, Pocket coming through. He's just deleting them. And but Malga makes the difference here. Well played by Bernard.
It's just Bernard left standing. Who are you and Pepe are going to be back relatively soon. So Bernard, he's pushing the cart right now, but really, he's clutched out of this world. He pushes backline, he takes down Pepe and Who Are You in one big, large-footed stomp. And now, ZETA Division, I mean, they've already secured 38 meters in that first fight. The disadvantage of the Sigma is that they have to play slow, they have to play range a little bit. And this time around, that hasn't found much value for them at all. So now, Pelican back on the Genji. He is in an aggressive position. Everybody from Wei has to retake up the slope. Pepe is going to swing wide. He wants that wide angle, but look, everybody is on his case. Pelican is dashed over to him. Burn is going for the stomp. He's juked the stomp. Pepe, you are far too good at this. Orbital Ray comes out. Oh no, that's not an Orbital Ray. That's an overclock from Aid. Wide swing coming from Wei. Flora will fall. Ray comes out from Finn, but you know, it's a typical Finn disappointment. Violet goes down as well. Violet has been caught, but Pelican, he's got himself a dash reset. Burner's pinning in. Flux from Pepe, a little bit keen. Oh my days, but Burner did secure a trade. Pause the game. Pepe just missed a Flux Pepe just missed a rock and had a bad Flux. Wei, they win the fight, but it was expensive and it was not clean.
No, not clean at all, so it'll be a fight for this high ground event. Again, Pelican keep his position right now. Difficult duel for Pepe to take here. Just keep hitting every left click though, of course. Pelican's going to concede a little bit of space. Violet wants to get involved in the scrap here, but has to be careful. Both teams coming back to full strength right now. Bernard has the Ray, Violet has the Rally. They have a Blade to combo with this, but Maka's Ray Blade might just overpower a Cage Ray in this situation. Rock is going to connect as well. They have to rally to try and save Flora's life. Ray comes out now. Cage is there in response. It catches Who Are You. They need to get in the cage, beat into the cage to try and save him, but Who Are You still gets deleted. Now Pelican's Blade will just cut through everything. Not the engage they wanted. They nearly baited out the cage, but Who Are You gets caught this time, and that'll be the defining factor.
Heavy investment inside that cage too, double support ultimate, but nothing for it. ZETA Division now, this is going to secure them the checkpoint. Pepe, he's closing on another Flux, but God, I mean, checkpoint already. Really feels like they haven't found their footing whatsoever. Maybe Who I Use Blade can make the difference. He can pull that before the support ultimates are online for ZETA, but they might just be happy to keep playing slow, maybe even flip the map here. No no interest in flipping the map, actually. He's going to kite back in through main. They're just going to keep playing. No, Lee Soo-min! Get back on Kieran, mate.
A gift for Pelican right now, and they're going to swing forward off the back of that. They have the overclock to keep going if they want, but for now, Wei are just conceding the space. But wait, all of a sudden, Fate, wait, Who Are You's got him? He's killed one, all over Violet as well. It's actually beautiful from Who Are You. Tidy Blade to clean up everyone there. Opening pick, Blade finisher, and Wei regain control of this robot.
I think I've fallen asleep and woken up to your videos every night on my TV for the past few months. Bro, I have like 10 YouTube videos. How have you been doing that for months? Like, riddle me that, mate. I need to know. That is bizarre. You rewatch Fisherman 1947. That's the birth year of my father, so I can only assume that you too are in your late 70s. Anyhow, Pepe goes for the Fox, takes down Burner, hits the rock and takes down Finn as well. Absolutely outrageous. No surprises here, as Finn is just the king of getting himself picked and picked and picked on Juno. The pickiest Juno there ever was. So Wei, now they're the ones threatening a cap at the checkpoint. Aid has the overclock for anyone on ZETA Division that has the audacity to touch, and because Finn died late, he's going to come in far with the Ray.
Going to be fighting for the cap point here as well. They can go if they want for it, ZETA, but they are going to go for it, actually. They come out, pushing into the overclock now, and Bernard might just be a bit of a sitting duck. Ray to try and save it. Maka is still 5% short, so they have to disengage a little bit here, but the Ray turn is going to be deadly for Wei if Maka can connect this one. They're stuck on the low ground here, ZETA Division. They have to be careful. Here comes the Ray, looking for them. Violet is trying to bash out, in a lot of trouble. Finn is in trouble as well. Violet is kiting the other way. Violet's got the rally. Buffering, take over.
Unbelievable turn from Violet. He gets the rally. He takes down Who Are You. Pepe is juicing damage, but he's been stunned up by Violet yet again. The flip onto the cart, but they haven't secured the checkpoint, and Pepe is on the run. He's taking back shots, front shots, all sorts of shots, and no trades are coming through for Wei. Without Who Are You able to get in on that flank, it's a disaster. Pelican, he winds up traded at the very back end of this, but this is a really bad look for Wei. Lee Soo-min, Marker, they are trapped behind enemy lines. They're kiting out along the coast. ZETA Division, they're going to turn on close spawns once again. Disaster fight for Wei. Marcus Ray looked so good, but no damage was connected. The kite was unreal from ZETA.
Yeah, it was the perfect kite, really. They set themselves up for that one. As we come back into this now, ZETA have now a really pretty healthy bank of ults here. Cage Blade combo available again. The ults for Wei aren't going to deal with it that well. They have at least cleared Bernard back for now, but they have to be ready for this cage turn. They have to be so careful. It's a flux to start the fight from Pepe. Will catch Bernard. I don't know if they have the follow-up damage. They will dash through, stomp into the wall. He is so low. Can they finish the kill? No, Cage comes out. Bernard's got a big capture right now, but the rally is coming to try and save him. Pelican is too low to use the blade, but it might not matter. Pepe hits for Rock, but can they get the kills? He's going to get beamed down afterwards, and now they can stabilize around Bernard. ZETA Division should win the fight. They're trying to steal the robot. They will turn off the close spawns as well. Who are you going to die late here, but can die near payload. So ZETA Division, they win the fight, and they only use Cage for it at the end.
Yeah, it's a dangerously cheap fight for ZETA Division there. They turned off the close spawns and gave Pelly a back spawn. Enjoy that fizzy beverage, mate. But they've got 4 ultimates for the next fight. Wei, they've got no answers at all. At this area of the map, we have seen Who Are You turn bread to fish. He flanks on the regular. He takes down Finn on the regular. The Juno that gets picked. But Rally and Blade come out in main, and it is a wash. Nobody from Wei has a response. They just roll over and take it. So now Wei, they're on their backs. 85 meters and climbing. Still more ultimates available for ZETA Division. They've got the Ray to fight on cart. They've got the clock to one-shot people through it. Wei've got a Ray Blade though. So if there's a clash on cart, reasonable chance that Wei can come out on top of this one.
Should be the more powerful combo. Pelican is already in quite deep, but Who Are You is marking that angle. Forces Pelican out. They're raining forward. They catch Flora with the rock. Don't manage to confirm the kill vow. Blade to try and finish the job from Who Are You. Stomp forces him to deflect. Now he's dashing in, but Who Are You can't find anything. Gets focused down. A rare miss from Who Are You. And now Wei, they're on the ropes. They're trying to find a trade. That trade is denied by Pelican as well. Any trade will be huge for him here, but they can't do it at all. And ZETA Division now threatening a full cap.
Full cap on the ropes. This is match point for Wei. This is going to knock them into the lower bracket, or are they already qualified? How does this even work? Where's
It's just seeding. They're all qualified. Just seeding
this
for
is,
whether
this is
you're
playing
in
for like
playoffs.
top 4. Yeah, no.
You want to be top 2
The combo seeding /
skip.
LCQ simultaneous tournament. My mistake. The stakes could not be lower for Wei right now. But if they lose this map, they will lose this meaningless match. Burner goes deep. Down goes Lee Soo-min. Cage is out on the objective as well. Flora. Oh, it's all over. It's all completely over. Who Are You's back on Reaper. Nobody has had the opportunity to use their ults. And we've got Pelican emoting in the spawn.
Everyone's going to join him as well. Aid is going to touch, actually. They need to kill Aid. They're actually going to die in the spawn. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. They were emoting at the spawn
They've got
door.
this. They've got this. They're coming back.
Oh my god. 1 minute 20 seconds left on the clock, and ZETA Division. Something about slipping through the fingers right now. Pepe's going back to spawn. Are they swapping?
Get off it.
No, Pepe. It's Amalgam Mirror for a 1 minute 10 comeback right now. Rally v Rally. Pelican has the blade ready to go, though. Rays are coming up relatively evenly here, and I mean, it's a roll of the dice from Wei.
This is unbelievable. I did not expect the last minute, borderline overtime, Malga switch up from Pepe. I thought we knew what his game was all about. Violet, you can see he's kind of angling for a flank right now. He wants to go for the rally bash. He wants to push. You can see it in his eyes. Rally comes out from Lee Soo-min, but the blade is so good from Pelican to juke the Brigitte, and it's going to be Aid that goes down. Once again, checkpoint spawns. They remain on for ZETA Division. Wei, they have to flank back around in main. 30 seconds on the clock. There's a Ray online for Marker. He's going to pop it. It's a 4v5. The Storm comes through. The Pedos do not catch the Skipper. The counter rally from Violet. He's fighting into the enemy team's Ray. The Stomp is massive. The counter Stomp even more massive, unfortunately. Call Cal, because the Ray from Finn, this could be the one that decides the series. Everybody from Wei is falling over. They cannot survive this damage from the Ray. The counter rally so good. The counter Stomp from Burner. So good. It's a team kill, and this time there's going to be no miracle. It's over.
They're not pushing for robot, actually, so they can't touch. Gave us just enough distance. ZETA Division of spare their own blushes in that one. No such comeback here. The Malga swap doesn't get anything, I mean, as you'd maybe imagine from this. And ZETA Division hold on. 3-1 victory for them. Wei, again, it feels like the same old story as same as Crazy Raccoon yesterday. Spirited, close, good on their certain maps, but can't secure the result.
Alright, folks, you know what time it is.
Sausage bagel time, right?
I was actually going to say marbles, but now I'm actually torn between marbles and... Unter, is 7 points a lot? Yeah, I reckon.
Is that Oren?
That's Oren, yeah.
He reckons... Oh, sorry, I'm talking about mouthful. But he reckons he drank 7 pints in an hour last night.
So Oren is a lion, is what you all need to understand. Oren is a lion. But, you know, that's fine. Everything's going to be okay, Oren. One day you're going to figure out how much people drink on an hourly basis, and then you can make a more believable lie about how you were so tired.
포지대 팔아 매달려 있다가 순식간에 내려와서 찍고 팔아 나가는 그런 암살형 파라를 지금 정말 잘 살리거든요. 맞아요.
충격 내파로 모아서 좌클 직격 콤보 혹은 충격 내파와 드리프트 추진기를 찍은 포라이 콤보.
It might have been like an hour and a half. Stop lying, Oren. Stop lying. A minute and 20 to get into the race? Forget about the minute 20. You have 10 seconds to get into the race.
Oh my god, I'm not going to make it.
I mean, it's sausage bagel time, mate. Sometimes you don't get to play. I haven't seen any of the big boys in this. No green names. Like, where's the Admiral Raptors? Where are the people that really love the game?
I think I made it. I can have my cake and eat it too.
No, you didn't make it, mate. But that's
I made
okay.
it.
I literally can quite visibly see that you're not here. There's one green name.
Yeah, I was nearly a little bit late because I was just finishing my 7th pint this hour, but I think I made it.
Of course. Oh, Koala VX, thanks for the 2 community gift subs. Welcome to the 2 new parasocial friends. It's actually been, I'm gonna keep it $8 with you, folks. It's been a terrible day for making money on this stream. It's been a terrible day for making money. We need to change that. We need to change that. We're more than halfway through the stream. We're 2 matches deep, and I feel like I've made $10. Like I haven't even paid for my meal taxi tonight. So genuinely, can some people do the 2 gifted thing to, you know, get us a little bit closer to that rainy day tracer? There's a SAS command. I don't need to hear your negativity right now, MX. Don't care. Jelly Miso, your marble will never finish again. Curse on your marble. Can I please get a sub pretty please? Literally how I feel about this. Nice one, golden eagle, mate. Oh, God.
Whenever Korea playoffs? Yeah, I think they're just next week, right? If I'm not mistaken. It's that 28th of February. That really seems like next week. We're going to be a 2-game-a-day situation.
No way, Oren is winning.
No way.
Oren has won. His profile picture is like a really old picture of TBNT. Like when was this, Oren? Like, why do you have this ancient picture of TBNT as your profile picture? The guy who lies about having 7 pints in an hour, despite definitely, absolutely, in a million years, not being the type for such a thing. Koala VX, thank you very much for the 2 gift subs, mate. Appreciate your money in my bank account. Oren, keep lying in Twitch chat, mate. It'll get you far in life, because clearly, I mean, look at the rewards.
Look at the rewards. Oren wins, mate.
TBNT.
General...
I believe TBNT.
General Von Room asks, is Crazy Raccoon favoured or is it close? I think Crazy Raccoon should be really favoured, but they did play last week and it was 3-2. Falcons always have this. No matter how badly they're playing, it's always close versus Crazy Raccoon type. They just have that, I guess, perk for lack of a better
Well, that
word.
same principle applied to ZETA. I thought that ZETA would always be up for 7 maps, but no. Play, chat, play.
Oh, someone redeemed a timeout on Orange Slayer.
Are you sure?
팬분들께 나이스를 외쳐주셨습니다. 자, 이렇게 힐파이 선수의 피드백 시간까지 즐겨봤는데요. 자, 그리고 오늘 파라 정말 어제부터
Oh, what is his account name? Is it like Oren with a 1?
현 시점에 가장 눈에 띄는 파라 플레이를 보여주고 계신데요. 왜 다른 선수들보다 내 파라 플레이 이렇게 눈에 tir까요?
Oh, it's, yeah, Slayer is a 1. He's not in chat.
Ban him anyway.
I'll
time him out from mine out of respect.
Time him out? Where are you, Oren? Yeah, the double.
How long's the timeout?
10 minutes.
See you in 10 minutes, Oren.
He could get through 2 pints in that time, you know.
한대 잠깐만 너무
He's gone.
움직이는 코어를 맞았어요. 아, 네.
600 seconds, mate. See you on the other side.
그러면 내일 이제
I hope he got his marble in. Did he get his marble in at least?
팬에게 한마디 보내주셔야 될것
Does it
같은데
remove your
저한테도
marble from the
한마디
race if you get timed out?
No, I don't think so. You just can't enter.
Or who knows if he even entered after winning. Like, maybe he was so high on the victory that he didn't enter a second time, you know? Would just be hubris to enter twice in a row like that. I don't see an Orange Slayer. I'm going to keep it $8.
너 라쿤이구나. 너 누군데?
Oh, Avalor? Avalor 7, sorry. No, don't let me disrespect the 7 in your name. Thank you very much for the gifted tier 1 to scorer OW. Not sure if you're gifting to scorer because you are aware that he is a regular viewer, or if you are trying to get a rainy day tracer skin. If it is the latter, you're halfway there. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club scorer. It's probably a welcome back for you. I recognize that name.
I've been asked to give a shout out to Adam, who is currently one of my friend's friends, who's watching my stream in the living room. I don't think he maybe understands too much Overwatch, but he's watching, waiting for the Six Nations to start. So shout out Adam.
What sport is that?
Rugby, the Six Nations. It's
So it's like the NRL.
yeah, but only with Six Nations. Hence the name.
Yeah. What are the 6? Is one
Oh,
of them New Zealand?
No, it's England, Wales, Ireland, Scotland, France, and Italy. Someone's gonna have to fact check me on that.
If there's no New Zealanders or South Africans in the mix.
Oh, it's just for Six Nations, mate. They've got other tournaments to play.
They've got tournaments where they're not as good, eh? Rugby union? Oh, it could be a different world.
Oh, that was right. I got the right 6. Look at me, rugby expert. You spend enough time around rugby fans, you'll pick up a thing or two.
Mentioned.
Yeah, I hope the breakdowns go well today, guys.
Opposite of whatever he said. Oh, Hawkey. You've got this one, mate. Unter, is Chase considered a nice guy? He's no rack attack, mate. I'll tell you that. Andy Kane 21 with the KK in the icon. That's clutch. This is an insane profile picture, to be honest. This is home brewed. Nothing but respect. Is that like...
Do I watch Tekken and Pokemon Go on Twitch? Are you into becoming a coach for competitive Pokemon Go? I watch Pokemon Unite on Twitch, which is the mobile one. Don't watch Pokemon Go though.
It's kind of like to watching everybody. That's enough marbles.
I only really watch Tekken when Evo's on. Like clock in for Evo, but rest of the year doesn't exist for me.
Show the Dorado pick.
Back to studying the VODs.
Yeah. Shikigami, when they're down 2, they go for a Winston on a Brig Mirror. I'm a little concerned about this.
They've done it, I want to say at least 2 or 3 times, or at least, I think it's their go-to. We can't win on the other comps, let's try something different, but...
This is the voice of the space station analyst right here, folks.
Yeah? Am I wrong? Or am I just providing you with correct and actionable information?
Actionable, yeah.
Make sure to take the action.
Information. What's my action in this situation? Can you do that bit for me too? Because I'm not really connecting the dots here.
What you do is when you log into Voice Tonight with the guys, you just say, expecting them to go Dorado, so we're going to have to play our usual comp here and just be better at it than them.
Look, if we go to Dorado, guys, I hate to break it to you, but I'm really worried that we're going to have to play Winston on a Brink here. Like, Helen, I know you hate it. I know, Korean Winston player, I know you hate this, but get on, monkey. Senzaya says, Unter, if I sub, will I finally be able to hit Masters? Absolutely. If you give me money, then your ranking game will go up. J5815, thank you very much for the 2 community gifted subs. Enjoy your rainy day tracer skin. Somebody who knows how to do it with the SAS command. Thank you very much, Jay. Keep raining. Farmers will love that. Please open Chase's stream. He might be going insane. Wait, Chase is streaming?
It's like what's it like? It's like @1chase_OW.
Yeah, I'm following him.
More actionable information.
Just a normal dude. He's primaling. He's primaling in the prac range. What do you mean going insane? He's listening to the Curb Your Enthusiasm on loop. No way, the Curb. Oh, Senzaya, thank you very much for the tier 1. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club and enjoy your free rank increase because that's how it works.
Easiest way to get to Masters. This is his lock-in music.
He's so dialed right now. Thanks, Sensei. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club.
Let it run for a bit, Panda, then I'll cut it. He's been liking this for the entire week.
Everything's fine. He doesn't know who Larry David is. Okay.
Oh.
This guy's voice is not what I expected.
No, yeah, I thought that when I was it. Maybe it was like what was it called? Flash Ops? Maybe at the start of last or end of the year before.
Never
last.
heard this guy talk before.
Yeah, and it was just like I don't know what I expected, but yeah.
Not that, you know,
Yeah.
like, not that at all. Big ups though. Oh no.
Why hasn't he been playing? Yeah, I mean, I just they never really picked his maps in the which was it the Pep series?
Doesn't sound very happy.
Who Chase? I think that's just the accent. I think he just always sounds like that.
Thank you, Noki.
Free my boy Chase. Poor guy. Just sounds down on his luck. Let's watch the other Shikigami game. Oh, there's Nightmare. This one was surely closer.
That'd be a classic 55-minute long VOD, I think.
Well, there's actually not an hour of pre-game before the 50. Yeah, no, this... Let's see it. So they pivoted off the Orisa. Versus Nightmare, they decided no. Okay, so versus Pella, they don't want to take a round mirror. Versus Nightmare, they want to take a round mirror. So they've pivoted here. Let's just skip the first fight. We all know who wins this. Okay,
Spoilers.
let's just skip the next 80 seconds and see if the rounds... Yeah, they didn't win a fight. Okay, next. Cuffers on Doom. Well, that's just disrespectful, isn't it?
It worked.
Not the first fight. Oh, anything but the coom, dude. Like, anything but the coom.
Oh, I remember this one. They basically just got spawn camped after this, I feel like.
Yeah. Wait, for the next two maps?
Well, no, I mean for the rest of this round.
Next two maps are totally different? How big are the
No.
breaks between maps?
Not literally at the spawn, at least.
We're on Esperanza for map 2. That's a rare one. I feel like you don't see a lot of push map 2s.
When is uncoachable? Next week? Yeah. I'm actually higher confidence. I'd go as high as maybe 23%.
I'm saying
Any
Coffer Doom.
corrections?
I can say coom. Did you watch the Genji Peps game? I abstain from Europe. Wait, I'm only half for the Tracer skin? Since I had to update the command at some point. Guess I got a gift too. I mean, there's a rank increase in it, so it's fine. Yes, Coom, C-O-O-M, for clarity.
Like Cuffer Doom.
Like Cuffer Doom, you know? Cuffer on Doomfist? Like
It's an
Hunky,
abbreviation.
Hawk on Monkey? Like, unbelievable. You people.
Only knows
Thank you
with
very
an
much for
above
the gift
average
sub,
IQ
Senzaya.
can detect for pattern. Thank you, Anks, for the 2 community gifted as well. Rainy Day Tracer for you.
Rainy Day Tracer for Senzaya, who has given that gift sub, so thank you very much. Welcome to the new parasocial friend. Great lump.
Isn't Cuffer
the
spelled with
crazy
a U,
Rakuma.
not an O? Yeah, but
What is
Doomfist
Doom
is spelled with
with, you fucking halfwit?
Come on, guys. We can get between us. We can solve this. We can get everyone on the same page on this.
Did they start on Monkey? Chicky, they started on Orisa. Wasn't really watching, so. Did Cuffer start on Sig? There's no way. Yeah, Cuffer started on Ram, I started on Orisa. You want to fight? This team's got fights in them.
The problem with fights is it's not maps.
I mean, to be fair,